Kofofra aba town eye Kivo hot pepper ye di bofro ye ne de bi ye noodles ne de bi ye spaghetti ne de bi bonkwan dewa just say bi ye aduane ye de makogu mu bia mesre wa ma onsanka Kivo hot pepper na ehye enso e de yi ankasa ye wono packs ahodo di choba afo monka mo hoy na muntutu mirika na monkope Kivo hot pepper bi ento Kivo hot pepper moko show ankasa nyumako ya da roma enobo echidom me de kasebo no ebremo yada mu nyina se ama mo enity
Ghana Montie Ghana Montie Ghana Montie Ghana Montie
Odisampa Kasiabo Kowaka Tamunsa Amaya se Kasiabwaje
Onye yimu Nukratrodo Kamadele bo
Nitafe
Mayentie Kasiabwaje 100.9
Kwesi Bonkwe
Ghana Montie na mansanya so adawroko fiaman homene so ejiji tonton sansan ewo need 100.9 FM ensemeko otwiko bata esum se dontwe no dumaja esum Ghana Montie dwumadie so eye need
Needs FM.
Hey, catch it. Listen in here. And you ma beto to dia me baba no hwade no. Twem so betumi a. Hey, now beka. Ya jon to mami ensa duku portmanteau. This way chocolate drink. Na kan wo hwe afi bia so beri ni waware ni a. This way chocolate drink. Na kan sia. Asew. Wo den kan no ntumi ho. Me be mo anu nso hye kwa dia ka ho. Wo hwade a wapi ho. O ka sa batete e da fom ho.
This way chocolate drink.
Cratch up a baba worry.
Aso.
Ye fear said this way chocolate drink, ya sorry, no pan on yenum. Ye bishop free genome no snack. Ye nya ho ho anu ye de serve wo mo. Ye did really a pebibia bogu ya de so a. This way chocolate drink in yenum. And this one what ya no a. He se kire wom, kwakwo wom, prick wom, bibia wom. Ade wo hia ni so se.
This way chocolate drink.
De wo hia ani so se.
FDA ahwe se adweden krato mo agya to se eye.
Cool, fresh and trendy with a new look. Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you flow. Anytime. Natural mineral water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Ghana Montie Ghana Montie Ghana Montie Ghana Montie
Odisampa Kasiabo Kowaka Tamunsa Amaya se Kasiabwaje
Onye yimu Nukratrodo Kamadele bo
Nitafe
Mayentie Kasiabwaje 100.9
Kwesi Bonkwe
Honorable member for South Dayi constituency. Me and the lawyer say, me fa krata we to Shraj in him. Now, when you say Shraj and so, and Commission of Human Rights and Administrative Justice, Omo say, Ubi to be a family yesu, and I say, that's a share in Sema and Gospel. Omo Constitution you almost say, in fact, the sole mandate to deal with matters of corruption involving public officials. In our constitution, I show almost say, you should be funny and should be Bibia able to make dinner. President, Professor Boatin himself, Professor Boatin report, Ubiat Masem news. By President. Presidency, presidency, Kata say, almost funny say, hearsay, participant, almost any almost funny serious. Now, so Yasha, Assemble, and yes, Obi Naboni Tim Kakenoka, Assembly, where a former Minister of Environment. Sebi, report no by no boarding. Apart from so, Bodino, on my instances, the evidence a car. Actually, quite young Crawford almost a funny say, yes, sure. I want Ghana Hanman almost send because almost pay gold. Now, apart from some saying, you so almost your man and fam bremo. Now, dear boy, I dear I would say, young baby, I feel say, almost between your shots and me one. Yet, you want a dark row, your best that is a Bofobeka import issue about Ghana because you sure some life and death for Bofobeka who quansem. That won't answer who bet me. It is will be sell show any or Fakaya any or the essay who sure I won't know many baby and conform almost dog and no young with Janet is a more honor. You see, I'm commissioner say, yes, no. Constitution man the coin say obi the crack as a bedana on shim na on investigations no so ya say ye person or the be she hanom no investigation on be kwan no bia ehwe montie de ekoso.
For already offering Pom Boatin report in Mua airtime. And nay Ghana, Yensuo Nina assay. Yamama who River and Cobra, River Pra, River Brave, River Fain. The best Ramon Central was a monfa, Mocameras, and Corona Ghana for whom the Ensuo Naye. And a Ghana Water Company, Crano, a good because Enra almost told a treaty Ensuo, and what car cost more than 10. Oko miamia nsuo yi deda nipa no nsuo we ye catch us nipa no nsuo we awunyini. But I have been there with some of you and you know that people drink this water and omo no nsuo na yade wa bebre no munya, and yet President Akufo-Addo on fa ho wampenya be de eche ba wom yan fa ho sika bebre be o manya na ba mu nyina no enso omo. I was almost also say ya quiet say you kum nipa. Just small scale miners concessions. And your maybe swa and come and Penye Akufo-Addo will resign that because he placed his presidency on the line for this fight. Inti na your friend one. You see any brain so gentle I can move say you need na soja. Maybe your mind kono mind bo. These are serious issues. Ghana ni bia wutie bia enkase enyan emfa ho. And enkase politicians nyina ye pe yenye pe. And this yabreso 500 excavators anyra. And this yabreso na river Nkobra and river Pra na enti say. Ye na ye hu ni na ya ministers. Presidents in paying for ye galam say ABC Ghana bakose muda. Ti mayenye equalization bia na eno no embodi nipa bone for mo wa ban we mu a omo ye galam say ese yakwaye ene ye nsuo. Mo ma ye sorry. Na ye NDC for there. Ena me enu eda ye nimi. Ye ka ye ho abom me ne national organizer ne party mpanyufo. Ye the petition kwa akoma special prosecutor. Say Frimpong Boateng galam say report yi. I was all him. Now, more was our chi or more and when you yato to a man no, I was our way. And yes, I was also I was all resign. Because we are demanding justice and we are demanding action. And if they don't give us justice, we will hit the streets, we will go to their homes. Yabemo who say, Omun to me, Omoma, Omoyere no many side chicks. And enjoy from Galamsey, Omodia say Nipensio, Edikum Nipa. Nagana for the Yayakum sa. And Yashi na ye. And the petition never special prosecutor. Near the Biapa Speaker of Parliament. Naya say, the frame Rashe be a phonomos answer baby mua. Ombeyen Shimua report with him. Any Al Jazeera gold mafia report no. Because Nina no a assemble. As I remove no Ghana phone na ye pese ehu de atuam because e sika e na ye de abo sa galam se kunwe e ho ka since 2017 billions of money wasted. The omode to drones wasted. The omode ma operation Vanguard for a share. The omode ma galam stop a share billions of money. And unti say ye hu hwehwemu a e wo se ye ma ne ba feel TV so ne ye nyina ye hu bi feel gadochi.
Yeah, well,
say, Libya say, the kai Abraya by na cocoa Jumano Ecoso. Afibia yet to cocoa bonoso. What do you cocoa consoa? A hoa near Chiauka, near the bonus account. And then so the Manifa Bonamra, well, the Fabra to Medase. Ezu, and that's what the cocoa Jumana say. What's your cocoa now? The qua? Yes, it was soon you know near Yanchiaoka. Ezu, and Tiama, your cocoa, a crafty pea, and the cocoa ni pea. Ezu, Ama, your cocoa, a crafty pea, and the cocoa, and the chat border, a cocoa de bois cotton. ezu ya breso na cocoa ekuafo ye ma fertilizer free of charge. And then so dem ibisa ekuafo ni bia so fertilizer no mo ntimi nto enti omo de fertilizer no omo ko enkukobuo eko prapra enkukobuo no no mo de abepete cocoa no ho enti bibia say cocoa akwan ani ye cocoa roads omo baye omo agya egu baby ayedru ye omo agya esio we free SHS enkwada no nsu ahwe omo ko a na wotwe nan na wotwe miensa na omo asa abefie ezu eza wo konso a ye ma omo aduane pa ombeba no mi na fonfon ezu enso wo hwe sika enne yesai ewon kwada no ho ansa na omo akọ school a edoso chen abra na etua school fees no ezu ye kwada ewo basic school basic almost 4 years ni ye ma omo textbooks da also NDC abreso ni ye ma omo textbooks ni na free of charge ye nje omo hwe ezu enti Ghana for say NDC for mo beje mo bo yes e futu ho en sakra nipa adjacent sohwe yes e sohwe aye famu no den maye enti nyansa ema yesua wo mu ne se echine bi obi ba biom na obeka se somehwe a wo de me fi no somehwe eni ene tete apansa every national health insurance card no eni fa so biom what they call hospital ayama o hwe edrobie ni ho enti o call private hospitals libya wo kuta national health insurance card almost say ko if is omo nim so omo hwe wa aban entua ezu enti ya man na say na wo tie enyomo omo ka 2016 say NDC enima mambo we are incompetent na omo de omo ba yeti sika so come there na Ghana nye hia man enti ya ma omo kwai no mo ba mabunu nyina benya adwuma ye na wonim ene unemployment se mabunu ni adwuma ye Ghana bakosem ye hu se bi da omo adoso a chen emre bia e wo Ghana bakosem mu mabunu omu ni adwuma ene and akofo ado omo doso kra chen ya bakosem mu na bebi asai hwe ye kwaye omo bubu nduane nyina ezu 2016 me ya omanpanyi me ba bia west ne bia east ha na eha nyina kusu ewia ebo nso utimi wo se eha forest wo ha enso de okwa ewia bo wo bebia ezu enso yesi bibia wo na wie ye NDC for momre aso nyame bie kwan 7 December 2024 nyame nshira ebe kamo odin kunimdie ebe ma NDC ezu eza enti ya say ye dwumaden saa na adwunu ye mu bia na ye betra se kopem se ye be kan parliamentary abatro na wie ni akan presidential no so ni agye ye pink sheet ansa no bia be kwa wakoda enti sani amekan no nyame bie kwan no banyame bie kwan a ɛwɔ sɛ wo so to ho anamɔ na minim sɛ bebi a mekɔ bia mehwɛ me delegates a mehwɛ me branch executives a minim sɛ egya no asɔ wɔ wo yam sɛ yɛbɛdi nkunim Enti we de yesi agro ye de no na de san akwantuni enti me de me kasa besi ha na ma stress nyame hyira ye nyina onto obi ankwan mu no ma obi ahonden na ye nyina yenti ase kopem se yenkunim de ne beba me da mo ase nyame hyira
Enipa dodo na ne free eye adum ebepie mu ewo eye Asukore Mampong District Court abra omode Inspector Ahmed Twumesi adodo na friends Taikum ono ena fa kwan bone so a wokum ewura ye frɛ no Victoria Dapa dodo na frɛ no Majoa no nipa bibre ne bepie mu ewo court na mu aye den ama ban boy dwumadifo kra sɛ owura yi suspect ye betime ade na apie a police for ebo mo mode ansa na edi ne pie na mra omode ne kopie mu Asukore Mampong District Magistrate Court ono mo eye otamuafo a ɔte adwam eye His Worship Boabin Kwansa na ho ena ye bɔ ne kwadu sɛ na wotwe mu eye yawada no ofa kwan bone so edi etuo a Ghana Police Service edi ama no se omfanye adwuma no ode ekɔbɔ ewurabe na ewuraba no so police fo nhwe mu omaye ekire se eye ne mpra na oku no eno nti odwane no police fo etimi kɔkye no ewo eye sekire no eben eye afidwase eno nti eno omde na gina adaka mu eno ena magistrate na ebusa na se owo bibi kan na yembusa na se odifo na se odibem na obibi kan okaso obibi kan na ye den se obetimi akasa ni otimi bie na no ekan na wadaka mu ana se wanya na adwene se okunu na de esiye bia eye one nyame entem asem na no ena police prosecutor eye ACP lawyer Kofi Braguji emra wo kasa e wo court na wo kire se eye Ghana Police Service enkanka Inspector General of Police asem be to dwa no omudi hu ya pa efise police ni a omatete no ama wakwakodu rank bi te se inspector de ka omu nsusu se obetima de tuo akwakoye sa na kwadu no omo ekire mu se ose adana okoye no ofre eye maadwana damfo a your friend Winis Owusu Boache and ode omo ekopie mu aduma ode phone friend na obaye no no ye se ne sika bi ewo maadwa 5,000 Ghana cedis ayen kan 50 million fama no eno ena maadwa nya bi a obo ne tuo ede eku no eno ena eye police prosecutor ekire se asem no omudi hu ya pa oye police ni enso omo nya se omo de police sem se oye omunua se ne mra ne sitie pepepe na ha omo eba be ye indictment potoka sem indictment enya ade court we kura betime di asem no enti omo fa nkoto police fo kukum na bosome ba ko enti 30th May ena omo de eye takum anase Inspector Ahmed Twumesi saba be pie mu ewo eye Asukore Mampong Magistrate Court
ana ma ọchịrị fo mpanefo ewo ho no na EPA fo no e ka kire so ni aye no mpe enko ane de o betumi di nro apete so amayen se obia ya nananum wu a yetumi de amu no kọ ho e wa ahemfie dia yɛbɛtumi de akɔ hɔ ɛno nti yɛyɛ ne saa na yɛretwɛn no ɔde hye baako a ɔno nso ɔyɛ ɔhene a wɔfrɛ no nana korɔ ne nompe anaa nankasa no ɛno nso na ɛwɔ ha saa mmere ma abɔ ne ma amanneɛ ma abɔ ne nuanom ɛyɛ amanase nyene ɔsabarima Samuel Sara mpɔfoa mprempren mehwɛ akyi ma no na amanneɛ abusuapɛne ne ma abɔ no amanneɛ na napa bi ɛyɛ awɛ sɛ saa nompe no ɛwɔ ha anaa saa skeleton no ɛwɔ ha ɛnum no ɛbae sɛ nana korɔ mma nso sɔre sɛ osi na ahia sɛ yɛpɛ baabi de wɔn papa amu no kɔto ɛka kyerɛ sɛ wɔnto wɔn bo ase ɛsane sɛ baabi a ɛsɛ yɛde kɔ no ɛhɔ no yɛ krado mempɛ sɛ yɛde bɛkɔ na ɔkyena ɛbɛkɔ akɔfa asɛm aba ɛno nti ne yɛwɔ atwɛn mu ara sɛ yɛbɛnya mmerɛ pa bi na yɛde ɛmu no akɔgu baabi a ɛsɛ sɛ yɛde gu na ɛnum no na afofie antoata ne aguare abam nsɛmtwerɛfo menim ne yɛyɛ a wɔte asɛm no ana menim wɔnom a ɛde nsɛm no ɛkɔe na sɛnea wɔkyerɛw no wɔkyerɛw no pɔtɔɔ mepamokyɛw meriyi ano aka sɛ ɛyɛ nokware sɛ amanase asie dada no yɛdwiri ne nyinaa to agu ama emu a ɛwɔ hɔ asi yɛyi no yɛyi afi hɔ nea ɛsɛ sɛ yɛyɛ no mass burial no yɛayɛ nea ɛsɛ sɛ yɛpɛ baabi de gu ansa akyiri yɛpɛ baabi de agu no so yɛyɛ ne saa yɛhui sɛ yɛkora ɛwɔ ahemfie ha ɛbɛyɛyi no ɛno nso yɛyɛ ne saa na wɔnom a wɔmpɛ papa na ebi a wɔpɛ amanase din sɛi ana wɔpɛ amanase din bɔne no ana apagya nsɛm no ma ayɛ sei nsɛmtwerɛfo bɛbisa sɛ so asia dada asase ne tɔn ɔkyehene nsa nnimu bi ana bɛka asi so pi pɔ sɛ 2012 ana me nananom ɛtɔn asie dada asase no mebɛyɛ gya asehene wɔ kurom ha ɛho nkrataa no bɛdii m'anim no na ɔsabarima Samuel Sara ampɔfo a mprempren honammerɛ wo nti ɔwɔ dan mu a mete ne serɛ so ɛhwɛ kuro no so no na ne nsa ɛwɔ nkrataa no ase sɛ ɔyɛ witness to asase ne tɔn
na dodo na frame to so and obi anim say frame
okay yeah mama oba ene yenu aba madua na okon krachi o ma otoso say
otoso miensa
okay say omodudu ina yese
Omoye 10.
Okay. On to so mensa. Okay. Mama madua wo fie be say.
Madua wo 27 mu July mu na madua be nya 27.
This year 26 I check kwa.
Oko 27.
Okay. The din pa they said the ni mo abontin na na madua ni din pa.
Madua. Ni din pa de adwoagye wa.
Ya enchenko binya fishi di no so. Mama fa ya fa na hyase mu kakra. Ahin fa na otena ye wonyi hin fa na tete no ko school kakra.
Madua ye wo edum he ya.
Okay.
A champion fie ma ha ne wo madua. Madua ko edum presby.
Okay. Oh yeah.
O ko edum presby o ko wie wo POP.
That is why fa.
E wo Sokoban.
Oh okay.
I want madua ko wie. Madua wie school o to aso KSTS. Patasi. I want madua wie school.
Okay.
Madua wie school no.
Oh yeah be ya be SS around kai.
Madua 2013 na madua bi ra cho dey. Oko SS no.
Oh okay.
And so we 2016, 2017 and I'm madua SS. O yeah ankoyi into a try say person was atro. No aha nti on the lesson na no person oko.
Okay.
Ti no try en fa. O try na en fa. I do school baby a company you know.
Ti o try na en fa na wo fie. Oro ma o ne wo hye adwuma mo su adwuma bi ana.
Madua eye adwuma.
Okay.
Madua eye adwuma otonsa. Ekse madua kosu adwuma kakra. Ewo Sokoban baby omo ye vortic no. Kosu etie.
Oh okay.
Any more resise. Madua kosu an.
Okay.
Okwa na ne ba ne ka no ho. No de ne ko. Se no ntwa akula ne no fo.
Oh okay.
Okwa no de akula ne ka no ho no de ne ko. Madua kosu adwuma. Edru baby na se adwuma hia no. On train no ho ko no jai. E no best start me ba no. Ono best start me ba nti. Echire kura no obayiye enan no ensa kakra. Oba wo ye pedicure nyina ama wo. Ai madua oye ni nyina wo ne niam si ho no ma wo ye. Ti madua nya akwala oye ani hafo. Opebre. Madua sani nkrofo kan sem fa akwala ne ho no. Enye sa ne tie.
Okay.
Madua emmo sisibra, madua ma wuhubra. Madua sam ni fifre no de didi. Madua sam fifre no de didi. Madua nye basabasa. Madua nye seni nkrofo si nam social media ke kansem bone fa ne ho no. Enye sa na akola ne tie. Madua yetiti no fie. Yetiti ni fie. Ti madua nye nipa ehunu bi kwase yesi wo gina se nkokofa be ma fofura ba beda na okoya yaboni tu ni nyina enim enye saa na maadwo atie nti mesre Ghana fo mensada mensa yem epa Ghana fo binum tsew esre binum ensem o mo kafa akola ne ho no entwaye yesi etwa yonko ho etwa adua mu enye saa na e ka no so etwa yonko na se etwa adua mu dia na kire se enye wo ya se etwa wo yonko ene etwa wo so ho a ena wo te yawo ene amane a wo hu ene nisuo ene apinisi a wo die me die minim se ma adwo anya saa no tie me ba no onte saa enti se mo pa mo ntinsi abontene na mo edumia mo ntinsi abontene na mo ko busa se akola ye frɛ ne ma adwo no ma te se wawu na ne suban ete sei ma adwo onya basabasa ma adwo anya tutu ni nya saa na akola ne tie ensem a wo mo ka no enti saa ma adwo akofa ne ma aha ni he yokofa nsa na se ofi se odi be fa pa opa ma adwo na nka se timi soa na ade na odi aba ma adwo se wo ye saa slay queen eni saa ye ka ne se hook up na wo mo ka na ka ma adwo nka ne rex dosu ma adwo nka ne rex dosu panka de bia nka ma adwo ye makeups ka ma adwo ye makeups so nka nya ne se ka ma adwo dai ni ti dada dai ni free mu na da ho wo mu no enya saa na akra na otie enti yesre Ghana fo enipa bi ne yede yani ato na nka enti saa anka snap ni kosua ɛna nka mede be ɔmo ke kansa ansɛm no ensɛm na ensɛm fata na nka ɔmo ka fa akola no ho no ka mede be kanche sɛ saa na akola ne te a wahu
mama enti efie ha ya na woni maadwo amu na ate na woni ba bi ote
aha ya na maadwo ate aha ya na yewo maadwo ate aha ya na yewo na wote ɛna ne papa ɛyɛ sɛ ɔpapa so asifie wo odium
okay
enti na sɛ check odium ɛna ɔpapa be fa ne sɛ won kɔtena ɔpapa ka sɛ won kɔtena wo no na na adwuma ne nti no da bia obe anopa de obe fa ka pepepe aba eduru anwumre na okɔ a just ofa dropping e kwan ni so hu just a dropping na dropping ni di ni sika oba say ne yeto okofa dropping di akɔ ene ma adwo asa aba na chi e ma adwo asa betena papa si fie papa ma ne fie odrum a otie se wan enye sa na akora ne tie na asemba e wo se ni obia ka aboa wo so otofo ma aboa bi aboni bi abra wo so aboa wo so otofo ma aboa bi aboni bi aba ne ka e na obi e ka de obi abeka bi ye gya ni ma papa yi ye gya ni ma o kasie omo nto ahwe no omo nkɔ no omo nka
mama nti ye hwɛ ɛda no anumre asɛm ni si da ba yakasa
asɛm ni si yawada
na abo be se
kama mimi nya telephone call ne die na mo 10
okay
yeah, more 10 o'clock. Me only a friend me catch me say me ni nua boy no odi na chi ni catch me say sister and am say adan and was say madwoa asem kase asie na am say de ba asem madwoa na obi aboni tuo no and am say asem be na wo ka no say madwoa na obi aboni tuo no na che say ani bre ni areho na me de benabo abrante bi ti hanom ono so ti ba bi atie na che so ono so ate awo ba mo de me tena ne kem mo de me bai na chese e bai ne no kre nipa abodompem e wo ba bi ebo ni tuo no fa cho mo bo no e kira ye kire wono na chese nipa abodompem a o mu gina wono tin duro me susu mi so ma me tie mu bia body ni na wono mo de komo kire me ma me so ya abrewa na me fro so na mbehwe me ma me cheche me ma me re se yesi wo hu iwa wu saa kopem se o mo ba ya o mo be kan se wawu na me bisa se ye den ene o mu kire mu
ti no mo se nchire mu no mo se
se o si fom ni na ka kire no no se na me nkɔ ba bia ha ya na me kɔ ni nua ba ma no so odi na chi ni so ka kire nse ma adwo me ma nkɔ ba bia sign no so o me de gya me ha ya na me nkɔ ba bia hwa atade ehye me nkɔ ba bia enti ni nua ba ma ne yire ne so ne ye yi ne nto me tawo wadware awie tawo ni sinase enti tawo ne pa na odi ne nsa kata ne japade so se ni nua ba ma be hu na ma adwo anya akwan a wo de kɔɔ ti ma adwo asi from ni gina en wo ti se tuo totoɔ wanka bia nsem se ni nua ba no ne yatu ne tuo enti oyɛ ya no ogina honom no obi ka se hwɛ wo nua ba no ne yabɔ ne tuo do na so mi nua ba be na o se ma adwo opini wono na che se yampa ma adwo ne da wono to oyɛ se ma adwo na obi busa ne se ade master wonim nana eno o se mi nua ba o ne di mechi no o se ne wonim obi a ye frɛ ne Tarkwa o se wanwani a ono na ekunu na ye obɔ ne tuo nyo se Tarkwa menkume asema na akola na ka no no se Tarkwa menkume ti mi de me ba ye de me bete ye ne de me be ye no no ade chi anopa ye sun bi ade chi anopa police for buy ene monsem trofo esu mo buy e be fa ya no asem e de koi na monsem trofo no susu no e to da bia ya na yesre mo se mumu bi mo asem si na so mo ba na se mo de kwa e ya o mo ka de ewom mo o mo ka de anim o mo ka pepepe na o mo ba ye ka kire mo no mamu nkoyi bi mfrim emfa bi nka ho ende mesre mo pa me pa mo chopa so obi ho ka na se mo kɔ no na se mo kɔ akoti asɛm na eya mo nti asɛm na nipa ne bɛka no mo nti asɛm na nipa ne bɛka no na mo nya asɛm mo betia mo di bi ka ho na mo di bi mo yiyi bi firi mo no enye saa na tie eya ma mo nya saa
adawuro Kofi Aman homene so ejiji tonton sansan ewo neat 100.9 FM.
Neat 100.9 Ghana Montie and Elku April ni that also Dionu and Sian. Yanko enemy engine seminal near go the very since online portals and pay a Canberra for Kakana Kwabna boy and Awoyan Semna Chichi mu kama ewo chimu ede amaye. She owed me 5,000 Ghana cedis. Cop who shot lover to death tells court. An inspector, please, who murdered his girlfriend at a doom in KWASI has told the court his reason for ending his lover's life. According to him, the lady owed him an amount of 5,000 Ghana cedis, which she had reportedly refused to settle. Emotional Ahmed Jumesi told the court on Tuesday, April 25, that he had no intention of killing his lover. The inspector is being charged with murder after shooting his girlfriend multiple times on Thursday, April 20, 2023.
Abusiafo ayi inspector of police ya wo bo girlfriend tio wo adum ya wo kumase no ya de no court ya na ye kwa akodi na kwadubofo no na wo toto na no de atere court ewura ne de ne ka 5,000 ya 5,000 wadan ka ayese ompese obetua na no ena wode hu abufuo emotional wade hu abufuo amatumes wa katere court no eno ena nam so a awura husem ye ba te na wonye na gene se bekuno enti sa bredi asobo a yate abo teyi a ye kana sem aye meda wadi awu wakum nipa enti ya the murder case ene ya de ato inspector to mesi eso ya court kwa aset e pm wo hobie na ya boss enti na odena 5,000 cedis na won pesu obeti.
82 Ghanaians evacuated from troubled Sudan. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration has successfully coordinated the evacuation of 82 Ghanaian nationals from the Republic of Sudan. Sudan has been gripped by a deadly conflict between the Sudanese armed forces and the paramilitary rapid support forces, resulting in avoidable casualties in the past week, which has forced many countries to evacuate their citizens from the country.
Abusiafo de akwaso Sudan ne de ofakwesi wo share video no asif. Wo share video pa hey enti enipa tumi nya dene bo hey ofakwesi tumi de sekan.
Yeah, just power.
Eti nipa just like that.
Yeah, one power to me.
Africa. Enti a Minister of Foreign Affairs.
Yes, Sudan and Oman, they won't see saying no. I'm just wondering, say, Omwa Muvia, so many of mine, Ediswa, more pretty to me. Yeah. Minim so movie on your mind, Omama be this would I don't know, because you are just destroying your own country. We are not there.
Of a question, what at all? Entina, who better say kind and near etio. Eti nipa go from just like that okoda nim osiawa onim wo no otutaw ni ekum nipa ni ade oh Africa
so
enti overkwesi abrofo nti omo mbepata
oh no mo ko yi omo nkrofo efi ona US UK
omo nkrofo afiri omo ajaso omo nku omo ho
na mo de so mo se mo di mo ho mo de mo ho we a sovereign state.
Our question to Berena. Mubiana says you won't.
I know, dear, we need that evidence, no.
Okay.
Yeah, we need
says you won't put a touch, then that's where to me.
Sir, military, no, and they say they're in the rapid forces. In fact, generals for me, you know.
Aye. Generals for me, you know. And now, more time, Mukuma.
Yeah, because we say. To me, I'm just saying,
Oh.
So, story I'm kind me maybe if you say the Krata Ministry of Foreign Affairs said by so Krata no see evacuation of Ghanaian nationals from Sudan. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integrations wishes to refer its press release of 23rd April 2023 to provide an update to the general public on the evacuation of Ghanaians from the Republic of Sudan as follows. The ministry, in collaboration with its mission in Cairo, Addis Ababa, the honorary consul in Khartoum, and student leaders have so far successfully evacuated 2 batches of 50 and 27 identified Ghanaian nationals to safety in Jeddah, Sudan. They will be transported tomorrow to the Ethiopian border towns of, I'm going to look at as it Metema, where they will be received by Ghana embassy officials, processed for Ethiopian entry visas, and thereof repatriated home. They comprise 34 females and 43 males. In addition, 3 Ghanaian footballers and 2 others working for an Australian mining company are being evacuated through the Egyptian border post of Wadi Khalifa, north of Sudan. This brings to a total of 82 Ghanaian nationals who have been evacuated to safety. The ministry takes this opportunity to inform the general public, particularly Ghanaians stranded in Sudan, to take note of the contact details of its honorary consul, who is on standby to assist them to be evacuated to safety. So the name of the consul is Sama Atalimana, Chief of Function, because ensure no said and clear papa. That's why I'm struggling here. And it's +249 92 920 0000. And only number who kwa huchirimu and I will be any be between our first anum. Cobra
Abusuafo ya ni bere samunti mumunyentie ne yie. Enkran hanum say epuda toso aduonunum and na Minister of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration e de krate yi pie ye. Ya wo pese mama nsan nyina etie. Ye kwaso wo Sudan no na ya na omobo Ghana fo. Na ministry no ene Cairo aba. Ye honere consul ya wo work atum. Na woma kambo mu student leaders ya wo no no. Womu atumi edi nkita mu asofa. Yatumi yi enipa ne bi ade akwa akogu ba bi a ho no moto. 50 na 27 ya womu ye Ghana this year. That womu akogu ba bi a ronum se Daraf wo Sudan ho. Na etena ya say ye enne. The bad transport womu ade womu akọ Ethiopian border ho. The fra no met. Nti womu ade womu kodumet ma wono mu a Ghana embassy ane officials ya hodo ni nyina bekọ. Na womu asakwan pa ya befa so anya nkrata ma womu. Na womu afiri metma wono akọ Ethiopia. So far the ema no womu ye 34 na mema no nso womu ye 43. Na womu tesa Ghana this year bi a womu bobo enso 3 Ghanaian footballers yo. Na mienu nso ye adwuma ewo Australia mining company bi a nso ewo ho. Nti eyi wonum nyina adi wonum afiri ho akọ ba bi a honum di ho ade amo. Nti minister no person of us akonya su. Pechare Ghana this year bi a mwakwa ahuyehie mu ewo Sudan se Ubatumi a contate honere consul. Wojina honum a wo twem. Nti munya friend no apɛ quickly no aba fam na akobia honum do. Yase a friend Osama Atalimana. Ubatumi a friend wo. Aye plus ni ne dika. Now the 249 929 20000 plus 249 929 20000. Munsha no nso. Na sa wo nipa bi akwa ahuyehie mu a won frɛ Osama na yenkoyi ni mfiri ho.
So please arrest 3 people for robbery, attack on a gold buying shop at Tarkwa. The police have arrested 3 suspects in connection with a robbery attack on a gold buying shop at Tarkwa in the Western region. The suspects, Ezekiel Stephen Ohene Karu, Samuel Amweshi, and Fatau Audu, together with 3 other suspects armed with weapons, attacked the gold buying shop on 18th April 2023 and made away with an unspecified amount of money. Following the attack, the police on the same day launched an operation on the gang and arrested 3 of the suspects in the bush around Benso and Suoso townships.
Abusuafoɔ deɛ ɔfakwasi kan yɛ wɔkyerɛ sɛ wɔn video bi no a na yɛtɛ guo no a angrɔbɛs no ɛkɔɔ baabi a wɔn tɔ gold no ɛkɔto sɛ wɔn so no wɔn asɛm na wɔn aposifoɔ ate nipa mmiɛnsa yɛ a wɔn susu sɛ wɔn akɔto hyɛ a gold buying shop a na ɛwɔ ekɔn yɛ ɛwɔ Tarkwa Western region no ɛyɛ saa nkɔfoɔ ya na suspect ne yɛ Ezekiel Stephen yɛtaa frɛ no wɔhene ka ɛna Samuel Amuasi Fatau Audu saa nkɔfoɔ mmiɛnsa ɛna yɛate wɔn mu sɛ wɔsusu sɛ wɔn mu da di tuo kɔto hyɛ nkɔfoɔ yi so epu da na ɛtɔ so edu wɔkye yɛ a wɔn di sika a yɛntumi nkan ɛne nneɛma bi ɛka ho ɛde gya ne yɛ na ɛbrɛ saa asɛm no si yɛ no apolisifoɔ ante ana ɛna wɔyɛ sɛ wɔn bɛhyehyɛ wɔn mu akyire akɔ beebi wɔn akɔhyɛ biara wɔn kɔhyɛ asase asese mpo a apolisifoɔ bɛte wɔn yampa yɛtu wɔn mu so san kakra nkraa afei deɛ yɛnkɔhyɛ busi bi a ɛwɔ bɛn so beebi a ɛyi wɔ no ɛna wɔn san ɛkɔte bi so wɔ esuo so nti saa abere deɛ yɛate nipa mmiɛnsa yɛ a yɛsusu sɛ wɔn ka ho.
Anyway, the police for us. Yeah. But anti gold ni sika no mo gigi no so no ho asem te say.
Oh. You mo ade a. Definitely o mbeje. Baby a wo mo de akobi a o mbeje. Because anu hia.
I see. I will never withdraw from NPP flagbearer race. Kennedy Japan, an aspiring presidential candidate for the governing New Patriotic Party (NPP), Kennedy Ohene Japan, stated that he will never withdraw from the party's presidential race. Addressing delegate of the party in Nujab North constituency in Eastern Region on Tuesday evening, the Ascent Central Member of Parliament assured the delegate to disregard false claims that he will withdraw from the race at the tail end of the contest to declare support for another candidate.
Abusuafoɔ de ɔfa kwasi kan yɛ yɛfrɛ no Kennedy akomprɛko a Japan apafram akwede yi wɔwoso wɔ dɔtɔ a wɔnsura prokra ɔyɛ mmarahyɛbadwani ma ade sɛ ɛwɔ Asen Central MPP amanyɔkuo flagbearership no Kennedy akomprɛko a Japan so wɔgyina mu a wɔrebɔ ntoa sɛ wɔpɛ sɛ wɔgyina yɛnto no so aba. Na wokosia delegate ewo New Jabe North constituency wo Eastern region. Ena Asen Central Mrasebedeni ka kire wonum se obi ba beka se wono Kennedy Japan adwuma a wo ye no wo ye de ma asomasi anaso wo ye de ma wo benten se de aya a wo muta ye no wo ye saa na ekoduru akire wo ba bia na wa resign na menya contest yo de me support ko ma asomasi anaso wo benten Kennedy Japan so wo ka kire wonum se hwe wa mini business pa anya so wo ba tra bia wo betry ase wo banku nimdie mu ankasa enti anya de a wo tea san on tai wo bia nso achi ono an wo ye ono an aduma enti samote se yese Kennedy Japan kura last minute a wo betia san wo de ne support akoma wo bia ono nanum asem nie munti nanum asem ni se on twin side da oginam
22% of wage bill in wrong pockets. FWSC. The Fair Wages and Salaries Commission, FWSC, has disclosed that a preliminary monitoring report on 58 institutions has estimated that about 22% of their wage bill is unearned salaries. This development emerged from an ongoing nationwide payroll monitoring exercise to expunge existing anomalies and fraud in the public sector payroll. The exercise is to save the country an estimated 10 billion Ghana cedis annually from unearned salaries.
Abusuafoɔ
Man for real cash kwa.
Akwesi.
Or no work done anyway.
We kura no. Omo estimate say.
Yeah.
Omo benya say 10 billion
Afibia
cedis annually.
Sika kwa man for say womu nyeshi onye.
Me fan say fan say be 5 years ago no. Ya shiri be say 50 billion Ghana cedis. Abusiafo fa wages and salaries commission ana womu disclose way womu tasa report kakra womu aye ediafa institution be 58 no etre say 22% womu sika no ekokwa na asasem nyina pie mu wa bra womu yese no danya monitoring payroll aye akatua homa de ahwam de tua nkofo ka no wo say nsamaidin ane entrikes kwan ne wagadre kwan bi o asomasi wa ha yentua naka wobehwe ne wonim entua ya fraud a public sector payroll no na CCIC a wo mu ye o mu se nim se ye betumi asevu o man no be te se 10 billion Ghana cedis afibiara eduma a wo mu ye.
Okay, yafa we nchato na we no be technical be ti for ye pese ye ni mo che ntimi ya ncheche mu yi a na mate ase ye nim se ti for mududo na sisi amu isu phones no so WhatsApp so na Mark Zuckerberg papa ya Facebook ni die what they say media ba to do oni pay for was say how to link your WhatsApp on 4 devices, both Android and iOS. Enti nya womodi abani say first pa no ultimate link you yi WhatsApp to be just a device. This year they say ubetimi aye be say WhatsApp no ebia wan kasa kwabna WhatsApp number ya wode WhatsApp yi na pese be phones ana device minim say laptop say dia de ni nyina be 4 at the same number na wait me. So I say you can now use WhatsApp on up to 4 linked devices at once without the need to keep your primary phone connected. You will need to log into your primary phone every 14 days to keep linked devices connected to your WhatsApp account. How to link a device? Open WhatsApp web or desktop on the device you want to link. You will see a QR code to be scanned by your primary phone. You're using Android. These are the steps. Open WhatsApp on your primary phone. Tap more options and linked devices. You should be able to explain. If you can't teach them, confuse. Oh, that's it.
WhatsApp no. It be a phones and a tablet.
Bear 4, yeah. Do I'm a
I want to free Germany back. I'm
okay.
Oh, I want who better be pay ITV, you know.
Yes, it be WhatsApp web. And I said desktop. What device? So link. Yes, you be see who QR code. That idea be no. I a box to be a to do to be and you know who are now scan it or primary phone no. What they are scanning into the camera never set here to now scan.
Yeah, but na che hoye because you be no scan na o kan oni mu na wate ahye.
Enti abusa for QR code no o click so a ubon se be bie phone na camera na ma. Now they are two ani. Enti ubon se ayi ni be fa shape no. O the camera na to so se ya no wa mia de editwa picture no. O click so pe ubon se na afi afa na a connected device no. And I say and a bed. Why you be? What the bitch? Ubi WhatsApp what they can.
Masa. Yeah, oh, microphone man I eh? You need time.
Okay, me call WhatsApp, darling boy. They pair the home marking. Into my bad WhatsApp. Into settings.
It's for NTCC. I didn't say.
Into my bad settings. Into darling boy, I didn't know what Hano. You know. You are, you know.
Yeah, I know. But I'm person say.
Into scan now about to scan code.
Near me person for who and say. CCR and Canano. Now be a one device pen. I bet me a link. CCR there. One more day. Bet me a link device bear for. And you him send you see link here. CCR no obe link bear for. Unim dia. And pacho. He said me said that pill be a. He said. Minim. And pacho. Now open me phone detail. Open me idea. Me phone so who nyama ekoso me phone so o dey dey
say me we interest
who interest is say dey
possible say
yeah
obi betumi use say link obi phone dey ho damfo
mpacho me nim na sa semsem am busebisa me dey minim
information unimaka wakan
enia me pese etifo nyam pese etifo ehun ne se enkane no na utmi link one device CCR de omsi ubetimi link up to 4 devices mpacho enti unim se na ese link no dia eno ani mamundi eyimochi we mu de
Ghana muntie na mansanya so adawro kofiaman homene so ejiji tonton sansan ewo neat 100.9 FM
nia metimi aka etifo obiem ne se anope se minya obi a wo hunim de no pa menya abotre na ye ne di nkomo no acheche mu na ya nim kwan bia betimi afa sa asemi aba betodwe na yetimi but the most important thing ampese hu information teacher bia ampese unya no pay adkunti a ye kinkan we ndi se first pa no now to me link just one device CCR there omabiem betimi link up to 4 device that is take away ana information ampese unya nia ka hu bia no eno de echire
Ghana Montie Ghana Montie, Ghana Montie, Ghana Montie.
All the sampa Kasia bo Kowaka Tamunsa Amaya se Kasia waje
Onye yimu Nukretrodo Kamadine Kamadine bo
Nitape
Mayentie Kasia waje 100.9
KWASI
so senior sitia ye de emunsem ene emunsem ni nya de bremo akasma we dio no be miensa na ye no wotwe abo ama
yo darling boy da sia busafo na obonkrata abadwa so no yesi animunsam ne so amamubiem wa the new crusading guide obonkrata kitamensem na the new crusading guide ya wode aba eye basabasaye ene pinche a asi ewo Sudan no wacha se ye kase ye ide eyade ohaw no emu ayire na nsusu ni nyina nkamfo no aban ahodo ye wa amaama so no wo mafiti ase asesa wo mkofo said ya be ya a gin and treha said trekesia net say wo mayi wo made hye fro na ne Sudan fo na wo mbachi wo ho no ma yamwa na wo mu aye wo ho do mbaye wo ho ye ka say yes Ghana adehye aduowotwe mienu na say wo mu enya baabi agina wo ho bambo nsem awiemu edim eno eda ha say na NDC say emrahye badwafo Special Prosecutor Office yesrem munye hwehwemu mfamfa owura frempon boaten ensem ne ho esanse panyini woni yede wobo ade bobre na afi yempatam kwan ye nam abefo kwan so be sakra ne mani ahwe ye ne hye ne nsa ene ye bebo ane sobo se wono ne ba etu galaibi ene wose bo nana nyamia ene ye sa wupemu ahunu di amame nkyerɛw wa ben mu asimasi wo bentene ene obubu adini bebre ya eya banimu atwotwo wuro no ate na nado ho no wo mu na etu galamse no hunu yensuo ese yakwaye enti eno ho asem eda ha na so ekamia ye se empanyimfo pese wo mu brahye asem no hye carpet ase no mu nka ho hwe na NDC amanyokuei asore ewo ho na bio na wo sande aba esem sese de yade aye behwe na emu ayedua ewo oman Ghana mu no yatumi aye ama akonkan na se ne se perfume ni kura ye pebi a ye betumi enya bi ewa ha na ye de aboa se ye rice production ne be konkan na enkoye se da bi ye be kra emu firi obi ma so aba bedi abra ye de ne de ye nti ye ni enhwe
na atebokrata me de to aso eye de bokrata friend se Ghanaian publisher what the aban water say so far so good Ghana this year be a war Sudan no the to me eyi wo mo obakwasi me didi se wo mo a wo ho no bebro 82 nti wo mo nsana enipa no a wo ho no a ye Ghana this year no ntumi evacuate wo mu dodo no a Sudan fo so wo mo ha agene anya wo ya na some time ago Ghana this year bi sa akọ wo ho koka mu wo a yekum wo mu ya ye ni nyina Sudan kro ya ebetumi kura nka meme ye ntu kwan nkọ ho ye tu kwan akọ ba bia Sudan ya sanka ya hakura ye better than there enti wo ya awofo ebata na wo bakra wo so wo tu kwan akọ Sudan ya ata nse ne enko ntena ya owu aye besie no e bia ntu kwasa na nanka ye pedansi ni wo akodi dance ye de etia Dr. Stephen Opuni ya yes some time ago was say yesik dan konkobo no kwadu but ya ye nya dance ni bia obekwa akodi a dance ye de etia no NDC amanyo ko friends em trefo nsiemudie ana wo mu kase asem a wo mu kae na da that say People's Party MPP amanyo ko that say no e wo mu die enem wo mu na ese ye nsuo wo mu sai akwaye wo mu di mercury ebo wo man yi se to wo ma tu galamse tu aya ne se wo ba ye ye ba betu galamse ase da wo kwaje nkofo site de amanema en wa tete nkofo site ya en wo de ama MPP fo ena wo ma tie aguso galamse ye fight ye ntumi fighting yeda ena mampani ene na pamfo a eta no nwasia wo ma tu galamse ya enti wo mu na ka ho ane yakwaye ye nsuo ye kokoo ye tagu wo mu sai ye niama mercury ade asase ya boso enti wo mu de samakrata akoma parliament wo mu de bi nso asa akoma special prosecutor da wo no mu asuko na MPP amanyo ko tu galamse dodo afei Mrs. Adelaide Japan why Dr. Joseph Sewa Japan and then pade was say Africa need developmental oriented people ye here enipa omu ewo abrabomu nsakraye adwumamu nsakraye ye betumi adandan ye adwuma pusidia konkan na wo man no so agina ne naso sankofo ni bi ena ye here ne sisi ya the Bokrata your friend say the Ghanaian public sector ho asem na etira no watira say ewurade ya adomo a 29th April aja wadwa Alan Kojo Tiramante ba wo so man eye wabra sport Yeah, walk am in Kroma Secre. Ya say anopa no nsia. 6 a.m. Edru so have to work. Enipa dodo atai ononyamfo alan kojo tremanti etire no. Job for the people, cast for the people. 29th April, 6 a.m. Take our brass sport there. And one mobile whistle.
Need 100.9 Ghana Muntie Sinu Asogo Yenko Amano so na Professor Kwabena Frimpong Boating report here Panchamitive or the betu J Ababa Yenkomodi Bebre and a paper ne Dr. Steve Mantia coach man my Ghana Extractive Industry Transparency Initiative Edin Komaka home. Okay, that's more Kwaba Banita FM so pay.
Yo, so if I going to yeah, I'm doing my 4
That's a doc. Now, I'm sure, sir, when you break a crap, I can kind Professor Kwabena Frimpong Boating report here about the Tujabayan Komodi Bebre, and now what you change them to be. We initial comment report here.
Yo, that's it. Someone MP, it's free. Professor Frimpong Boating report. A year, and Mama. A year, I gonna point to one in the a year report to issue 18 end of project report for the natural resource and environmental governance program. A year and I'm on 2 years on my Ghana 2 years illegality the mining and forestry sector. Now, over that period of 10 years, from 2008, ever since 2018, hundreds of millions of development aid, say illegal and say any illegal lumbering, and not on my gang. We just need baby. Me, in your queen, ever car international panel, a year review, and a project report. A conclusion here, the buyer over the period, illegality in the forestry mining sector has increased rather than decreased. This is a kind of where hundreds of millions of dollars in an year. Wow,
Say, and Tokwana now, Kwa ye Kutu Adian Aseno. Young Shasia Krana, yes, ye be found on air, ye Shasia Mum Sika, ye would assist Yakrano at Jinsem.
At Jinsem. Now, I don't know. Explain, say, a companion. From 1 or 2 new problem, say, we motivate and say, any illegal with democratic sense of way. You my yellow fine. One more, one age is a human. Say, the 2 new crown said, on piano wine, or no more plan a subsequent event, I be confirmed. 2018, we are making. I buy a input and a moratorium of banning all forms of small-scale mining in the country.
Yeah.
Now, starting also, and I small-scale gold production across the world. I say, I buy a banning here, the security forces, I hear soldier police, I could go in Europe and say, wow, the better.
And but you need you more. Now, okay, Sabre na buy say, yeah, the tabua to so. Me and yes, small scale, I say, sad time, no, so, and your production, of course,
small scale production, cost for some president.
Wow.
I say, the tabua to so that the police, people who you know what I say, would be in Turkey. And by the same, a small scale production, of course, so fast after. It is a one more, no. I'm not a book. What happened there? It is a one more, yes, more, what say, we could have a fight. One more, two guys. I would drive from quite the documentary, be the two Professor from what to refer to that documentary.
Yeah.
I think so video a video near shoot for Professor from what office. I said the party for penny for a good swag. There's a one in the Judiciary say, oh, my crime is too good, you know. Just a justification. One of the mind from the video, the party. And the guarantee a cost of Usha, the government took over power. 2017. Ghana Galamteno, a year unprecedented. I didn't say, bra. And then in the name of party, the honor maybe who the greatest risk to this country. Apart from illicit outflow of financial resources, the accompany said, people be criminals and kata. Now we move to Galamsey. Now we move to ever finance a political party. The party no any to me we make a control a bino. Corner yet couple. Now se unya armed robbers drug peddlers near dear. They go to Galamsey and yet and the control of bino no mind your policy. Na let me agree. A year, President, and not Adudankwa, the Kufuadu. Ordain Juma, I put my presidency on the line. In your report, you bet you at the end of what happened. The media, the radio, the TV, or credit from one of them. The president or your main one. Another cast there or the Numa ever to line. That is a global no Diana. And for the report to wait, a better on us to a year 2020. About anyone that's not money. The money you so American than a put that may end. Now the chief of staff, I get this account, you put man on there. Yanchina. It is on the president in the year. A Facebook man, he is sure said that can't have a 2 days. And what security implications for this country? It is a sure past national security minister. This is a from woman. Now, in their daily briefing to the president, again, Omar Carter president, if I can't tell you. 2 years. Let's say I can't tell you, but you know. And you just know what's about the deny say, yes, being from my personal. When you say your personal, what you find it, and your whistleblower.
So,
information.
And so, no, me by baby sao. Senior see can say be your man penny. I say me be to drunk as home. And I'm sure if you go to the official website of the presidency of the Republic of Ghana at the Honmu saying, womu issue that's on the 21st April 2023. Womu come press statement on Professor Frimpong Boateng's report. And just as you are referring to it, we no edibeye atesem na womu chese informal presentation bi na Professor Boateng kra ye no di ma chief of staff. Enti uf kan krata no kra one share there's no cover note and that the committee no na no what is so no committee no creation of a cabinet kwa na tie enti se ube bibisa kra wo kwan fa so cabinet secretary ni but wanye bibisa enti se president no more or less because once it's coming from the presidency amampani and worker meboa
Then you say one can't answer the bank in what year area. So man now what's what say who put together temple and there will cabinet minister as a former cabinet minister. At that we about Australia. That's a me as an individual secretary. The music was to say the company I think of so to one more. Now, a president will not say the young family. No, on the Hamikes here because they're going and that the government, oh, a history and a year draw. The Susan and so on and canon qua, the more intima. Oh, this year, Kakanka President will echo the history as the worst president we have ever had. The corruption, or say, Oba, or the allegation for evidence of black. Your war is some states, your mouth more budget. I will make money so major investigation. Now, your ordinary citizens, I don't want to dream also. But you are even going investigation for evidence. So we are serious. Think that what they and that normal security for national security come up. When you manage evidence, one more on why you tell us you can't budget the man will make you want somebody got that intelligence. It's in your mouth. Tip off.
But Doc Hono, so to say, Kratan if you presidency by still be present, me so watch him on my account, or the unfan say his blah, but be say, to say, a Jumea, your protocols near the other, and Oman Penny, and our president, cabinet, the creative committee, and Wusu, Professor Frimpop, what you name coins of us, and I'm so to intense by well protocol, and say what the crack I be saying as a person find serious, and what choir I saw the fast, until 1 year. Now we are no beyond fat cratano said, where crata be a crata be a CCD Juma. And also to assume.
And to assume. Yeah. The way a national security minister. Now, in the course of your work and what take it now said, to go for ever to a share. No, what's wrong that? One follow due process. And I was a common thing. Now, I'm beginning the pieces of that. Now, the other country, one due process is better than Shah, about mother question. Thing I said, about matters of crime, matters of national security. Okay, in someone, a year before what people declare a lot of it borders on time, borders on national security. It borders on the sustainability of the national environment, the environment on which they and your life as sustaining. When you use to next I would say, obedi report about to us say, wow, go for what power with a woman minor. Woman is to me. Obey ignore in the name say, one five you and it's a war president.
Which means presidency release your number 2 a year MONTIE NKE.
Communication strategy by profession.
Okay.
The meaner Apinia with 2 or more for say, or one Pasaka, I'm a Tudapra. I say ask them. It shows the level of recklessness and irresponsibility at the seat of government. The many presidents are, and I'm going to meet two in terms of communication strategy around this particular scandal. Like I said, president, and yes, address to the nation. No, I express of indignation about what power when I didn't. So undirected investigation by an independent body of public, and what confidence it won't go. We have five people in Ghana. We have them. They do all. CSOs, even the judicial service, eminent Ghanaians are. Everything I can occur, actually, my opinion. Who pass up one. Now, my opinion, who friend the partner, one more. Of forming committee. Committee, no some one question. One more proceedings in Yana Jenina. Public sizing. Then you are cost. And what over report for not the Twitter. Yeah, she's over 2-1 another. The me and I'm advising president. to restore confidence in his leadership. This is the way you should respond to these allegations.
Senator, Ukraine presidency again, Omokrata no de buy, Omudi Kasafa, Professor Frimpom Boati report now. Wamuchre womu say 19th March, afi 2021. And in an informal way, no, Professor Boatin, Frimpom Boatin presented document here the Chief of Staff. 2021. Ya nsemu ya keke nyina abaya anya ho hwe yo 2023. Enti 2 years mfie mienu mu nie. Senator Chief of Staff nso report be kan and say na why say din sa no e ho nso to say
Senior say Chief of Staff I say din sa no na no akwakoye conjecture ya gbe na here
say antihwe ana fiti
Chief of Staff the son tankasa on administrative head and my president.
Yeah, but
president.
Okay. So
the president who saw catch president, the president 1 year.
Okay.
Now at the other day, no.
But mami nchase mi se wi yese na be ya Benjamin Anunsi boni. Ya ntehwe no chese se enkanye 2023 ana just iti best na otwetwe mu ya. Yehu sa report ya. Se me no mi no minim what bibie fi aban ho aba sa report ye sure se nkempia nka na ye nte ho hwe me boa.
No correct. And I mean kind of say the Chief of Staff I declare no command no. And now one more my opinion money they say a Chief of Staff as soon. They no stand up on my opinion what about one thing. What about the Santana will come myself. As you cry about the many.
There's no indication say okay Ebeka Chief of because omo no kofa bae enunti na me gina honum say no and I don't you think say since our first okay or the krata no na informal way e my Chief of Staff no and a Chief of Staff too sa na more way honso e
many 2021 2020 I think that's no old sana mo. You see now the use of the frame informal way formal way and I have in fighting crime a informal way the information to fight crime.
Okay.
Commissioner police or more informers you cry here back at the here or no babet naba I don't want standing at the not watching information from our police we are robber more plan and more cooperation that way we have there an informal way of intelligence gathering is largely done informally. No one on the pen and paper for general information about. It is a we are buying in charge of the national security. That's the one you say. Intelligence gathering is mainly informal way. We are in trouble.
I see. Na empenifo nso a omudin piepie wo kratai mu no eto saying especially government appointees I be so say well no crowd say shrage ye hwemu e bi kan OSP Office of the Special Prosecutor so also to saying
Nia APP e was that report no me nyina and also emfem wo be attain until say for those I consider them as allegations and until say ye very much when you confirm say and personally see I think it's early days here to make value judgment on them and now many taxes in center on my opinion directly an independent body to establish the veracity of the allegations that report. I can't say we need there with the food. In a virtual report. Now it's a Bible. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. They are all reporting the same event. And so as from the Obiani emphasis, depending on the either professional interest, what is professional or personal. They are what into the birth of Christ and the life of Christ as reported by the apostles came from different angles. The social report will There's nothing about Professor Reform watching a role in the guarantee, except so I report as a third party person, a witness to development. But I am here on not interested one. And how was his interest advanced? Yet the allegations there on the one back on the I'm saying. And a bit here an independent inquiry. And in fact, as the your preference depending on your preference witnesses, what examination book and send Waha and see no with the way and so no year no free. Here evidence any witnesses with me I just said sanity and they are funny than why you and say with me I can't do upon and watch them and now say you can't any fufu be a yaboni in one.
So o ka kojo upon kruman menji kakra mfi ho nom say doc dia no ye na onu so de ni cheche mu aba mpendifo bi ti say Gabi Ocha da kon oni ACT TV4 interviews I'm sure say bia we hu bi na omo so omo kire and the fact say be 4 minutes phone call bia ofre Professor Boatin from Boatin no the ISM Orakweku ba kon so din krepi onu so anu ye ni. And I'm sure say we follow kakra. Omo responses ni ade no so to say.
I mean ya we do na no nka o man respond there. Yeah. O man respond. And say omo prepare wo mo. And no bo say e ko ba na Professor from Kumwati whether and that article about. And my references some of the public evidential document referred to a FM documentary or referred to Mapako, Aqua shared that document to all kinds of so now in communication that simply between that and yet now would say if throw in the year anymore now you wouldn't come on about the two. Then I'm going to say one respond there. That a young said, the young can no. My young cat. When you would say, yes, you're telling you now, I knew ya would be better. The year I knew ya a more group they were fatting. Because people know can I say, putting in a so. It is all in and one of the people, but not the people, but won't know embarrassed. Now, many have one above with this one. Inca, we won't support a call for an independent inquiry. That is the only way they can get their name. And can the people one can say bipartisan inquiry in Parliament? I mean, I say you want to say Parliament na do kadaya. And to the Parliament, we need a second of war. I would give you a Umbetina Kasemba put away and pay and say in the name and the interest of Ghana. They could do about 160 voting and they support the wrongdoing that Parliament has vowed to fight against. The year and Parliament because I think with the Parliament by partisan proof if we know claim. And you know, I can't go back and say
Doc, why say media one here na kwa fast mabo?
Yeah, in fact, no credit and fast mabo.
Yeah, near what Parliament, Papa.
Okay.
Mrs. Senya, how can you near what Parliament, Papa?
I mean, Parliament, I want to pass in here. Obisa Ghana for my referendum. The Ghana for DG on war Parliament at the same. Yeah, I mean, I can say the real opposition to government today is not within Parliament, it's within civil society. The yes, civil society go my abo. Gambo where from it is canocra. The civil Parliament into any civil society is Japan again. The real check on this Parliament, on this government, is not Parliament, but rather civil society. Now, when most of that, I buy into your one car. One, you can put music up with the asshole. And one, they are fighting the protection of the national interest.
So, back when we chat to now, Ubatine be Castle, and some of Professor watching the Ababa today. We didn't say, I tell him, BBI, I just me allegations, evidence being him. And just again to refer to presidency, release na the buy, no. Share kind of portion of it or describe one of said at best. So I report here, Professor Boatin, the Ababa to at best, somebody describe as hearsay. Yes, me name said dog we ni, but I'm sure we'll share. If he said the report, you know, so be evidence be him. Who senior will be our presenting. You think that you cheating as yes, yana there's evidence. Who say yes, evidence that war.
Then yeah, the view when fight crime, especially those that border on the security of the state. You operate largely on the basis of hip-hop. The Dikan can say, me say, no, meaning a report, no, and fan catching in one them. Then, Momono, yet mu yamushim, dear con, and one, and I bet you I can't want to say, President Nick, I say, allegations,
yes, yeah.
You know, on Bayagri. By a hearsay or allegations about a serious matter.
Okay.
That cannot be swept under the carpet.
Okay. Okay.
And you know, that is bad. Now, on my opinion, as I said, we TV to an among I bet one my confirming allegations or the hearsay from the court. Mama Yankan to whom said, the union or this answer me to judge. Now on yeah, no, your minister, cabinet. Now, leading the fight against calamity. You know, and you're the occurrence to say, you're working now, a year here, say, you say you are on one person.
Okay. All right. So, you're quite enemy crown. What do you expect? A binding here, the passes here. As I said, on set up a committee, no independent committee, no shame won't.
Independent group, this affect.
Okay.
The teacher require more report to them. For more rebut out of them, and the Sagan of Wadwin. The air would think. One more dark. I says, yeah, that's a name. And you know, one more and from 1 to 2, and president to president. So they be a bit silent, you know, is here an independent proof of this report.
That's it, Doc Nyamisho.
You, Mr. Madam.
Dr. Steve Mantia, co-chairman, my Ghana Extractive Industry Transparency Initiative, and I need 100.9. Ghana Montie, well. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Saa tag no ɛna wɔn de to owura John Bodu so a wɔn de to abetia no ɔfakwesi mesrɛ Ghanafoɔ me nsa da me nsa yam ayɛ ane sɛ ama watɔ baage abrɛ ne yere watɔ iPhone abrɛ ne yere yɛne a yɛntumi ntɔ bi ne yɛamɔ saa ne nyinaa galamsey sika ɛna mode galamsey
mpatwɛ bebree
ebinom
no we na o ye no omo nkoma omo di your platform no
so obakwesi obi a waya galamsey bi omo to abentia no
jam no mundi omo nkoma
me Matthias obi o ya galamsey bi amonto abentia no omo ya mamboyfo
need 100.9 Ghana Montie dwumedie so no asiogo ma me nemre nim ni amo date kasama for ma ora Kennedy Honorable Kennedy Japan na yenni nkomo kaka well that's mo akwa ba ni TFM so Hello, Mpacho Timinka. Yeah, I'm going to say. Boko dear. Egusu. Na Honorable Kennedy Japan so want to say dear.
Oh, Yamiado, the whole year, the whole dinner, not for more dinner, not getting more down fine. And I'll pay the all kind of say, but then Yamia say, but that's what in Quem. Yaye come for our own Kabia, and not very much a ample. You know where?
Okay, all right. And that's why ego aprobos you.
I say, oh, yeah, listening to. Or best start the campaign, you know, after say what became the form, you know, after 26th May. Then your MPP begging for Eddie schedule, no abano. And the one of the Otibras and on the train, the brand of swan, not for the form one, and on best start the proper campaign. As I say, the specific constituencies, you know, to familiarize ourselves with the geography of the constituency. Now, if we would say, someone how also did the team for and this was the home Emma party, you know, and they got a mind Eddie so from one. And said, yeah, Vietnam, and I delegates, you know, and no more. Then I won't even only say, then I didn't see a drew. If I don't bros 10-5, about 9 candidates. I expect Professor Franca, Edima MP, and I'm saying, you know, what's the special delegate conference? Yeah, a friend of special vote. Now, it's funny so, America is no, you know, any better about Franca to me, I'm a party. And see, a word you the best I've seen it after say honorable, after the fall, now one launch the campaign. Ordinary this was you are told party name. The say the now, you Accra, and they call Central Region, and then you do them, and they call Western, and also many a ceremony. They say a started Eastern Region. Yeah, Samoa, your whole extra party mano, I can say home there and bread of swan. Honorable Akumpreko, Bema, Duman San or Hamano, or the far a class now I'll be pray. There are also 2 franca, Emma MP.
Oh, I see. And so far, I call you one.
So far, no, if we say momentum, no, too much. I had also tsunami of was watching a bar, a static cra. That's a pig out of Costro. A man home, so listening to a man home, baby, a beku biara. Delegates go stay, Omudo party, no, Omudo, honorable Akum, Japan. Almost said that listening to now, honorable air, a cap party, a star boom. Aside the editor saw any about or any Arishimu Assembly rap party. They share one more, almost 2 parties, almost Cambodia and we are dog abba. Yeah, almost that's what Yanni said. Almost per party, no, a breaking the 8. The Nipa, which we are breaking the 8. A year, I compare with Japan. If it's a million, and someone, yeah, could sit down and say, Ghana for me, almost Jumayo. The almost Papa and Pejmaya, on person almost Madam Enyajuma, almost fast for Enyajuma, almost Nanum Enyajuma. Yes, almost year and woman. And so still there is unemployment. So it was true. And you almost share a compare from a brab ball in the Mofraste, any new white year. Any new what we any nipa or foul one. They can say, Donibuku, or now the Trano. And the past history, and in the records, we United say, Papa, you be or doing the marvel, Papa, you be or doing the Mugu. Papa, you be a entrepreneur, or a businessman, or an innovator, or Donny man. And see, the Ghana for the delegates in the they see it in Honorable Akumpreko Japan. What you say? And you know, who say he's the key or he's the solution to their problem. And until listening to now, and someone all catch their woman, and someone almost all catch their yen. I'm a baby, a beko biano. The delegates the boombo, episode bar, number and sempa, Honorable Akumpreko Eka. And the delegates to be Benzua who said, the Omoko Asemua, and answers almost and said, also, a Akupreko, and what you mean that TV so, and now with the radio, more need FM Wamba, Peace FM Wamba, OK FM Wamba, Adom FM, my joy, and the Ekauna, or Kasama only, or Kasama party magina. And you want to say, Oka Omo. Omo say, Papa on channel. Omo say, Papa or buy a nasty. On Soma Obi said, Monconama delegates, that's a my they won't be or no 2 and more echo delegates from equity or Bonuma said. Now, on no money, actually. The listening to a yagini and delegates not any idea kaboom. Then you be a yidam, which we are provided the solution. Ghana,
na bakwa ya kenkan no kwakwa ya se wo kire mu se enya ade a tene bi susu na ye honorable Kennedy Japan kra no at the tail end obeje mu no de ama obi obakota obi echini ni aka ho but enya sa na tie say yes on the ground no amanfo kasa asemi pa se wo mu ni gidie se bi a obekwa kopim na wie ye se o ginem so obetu frank ade aman PPA na edu bre bi a obeje mu ana anti na oyi ano za no
Debi minia medical katem onoba kompre concern Ghana for mama kuma tutu na mundi dindi na muntie ensema all kan na mukre ne history se ono yo bi a okasa oni so ada okọ asim central region ogina nipa nanim ina eto nanum the delegates the MPP for the Ghana for gina say on si from there and si from Ochina the honorable there will MP the honorable Kahobio that time we deemed in the 30s almost started as Danko Buzi a club that was New York City the honorable compare for Japan not for Kahobio is that no don't need the party to contribute no their party no if you more frasi abesi no education enti Sabrina ono obedi 63 e wo dwumi mu adentina ise ono de ne bra ebeto ho so akọbọbọ ankrofo yakoma obi se now the president those nim se owori da su onim owo nakade ya ono so president ni bia eyeye enti dia manfo kanade ye pese ya tanyina se ahobra fan enya dia obo akompre Japan obesi from esi from och then the need so ade hu no ene ni do a wo ma ne man no ena menua discipline na dream ni discipline ene na nukra oka he is a straight talker eyetuntum obeka se yetuntum eyekokwa obeka se yekokwa onu no onye ruminant o ena wagidi apu egu from asafa adi osi obebrane ena obebrane so enya dia o ye campaign aba obia kemia unu se baby wo ho oni honorable Alan Martin Ekoshia edo senior oka senior no next say above who say bia o senior in politics that is not what honorable Akompreko Japan was who say Alan ko adisa Akompreko so ekwa adisa o ye ni senior ento huna I was also a buo any the man so oh senior at the saying I say any lawyer the lawyer be the senior lawyer will be a law school will be a let me badin 60 cra let me be a law school and then let me share a kola wadin 34 that will be a law school 10 years ago who na my friend is in. And the plan will be our corporate college no. No who sit here, who friend is in. I don't see who can sit there and then no say oh before one man at the amount. And yet it's people follow no. They will not and now say of bread of us say now only need the man and penny for and untina or this are the man. I mean we are say oh he need the brand you crowd. Say akunjalo ta offer say every money. Na not pretty money ye. And abusia obi o penny so abusia so epre e money ye. And the honorable akompre kwa Japan was si form or say obepre. Na obepre akusia wie. One more abada no Emma Obiara, not the vice president, not Alan Chimpton, not Joe Gatti, not Adenimo, not Wache Jafo, not Honorable Akuto, nobody. Honorable the Oye Biano or Ye Amaso. And this was the focus on Nimia or yet. And then on Nimia or Pesa or yet Edinburgh Ghana mine. And on the Minia, Obio Becasa Biano. No prayer. I come from Japan. On seeing you more and son of Waham. But lazy in the boot. Or be running. The you know is a good thing. Honorable, the right person for the country at this time.
Yeah, I say, you be see I say Nyamin Shapa no pay.
Na me so shamo some banya sa kwanya say me fan sempa efa honorable akompre kwa Japan. Be ma kuku for be ma okano kre. Be ma odoni mai. Me fan no so sempa en tuja. And then they go so listening to no namura so no delegates ni now say them paibo nyina na this said nyina and it's a delegate untie ne honorable ka me nua unim de man here there the honorable call let's say oh free baby a so ba kan ne the me nua no ba that's almost so beka almost say what them ba e ya mu tie won na mo fa say mo a almost and compare make Ubamu se bedieno. Ye ni diatem. Ye huru. Adi aye hwehwe. And it's election no. E be fair, e be transparent. Na nobody could appear abetu franka number MPP. Ye dia ye wa regime there. So onyame ka ye hu ensuro be. Enu sa compare for nobody could. Was nema or then the bra aye ni nema why ye.
Okay. All right. May that say that's Imrenimni Amo that Wakasama Honorable Kennedy Japan pay need 100.9 Ghana Muntie Suni.
Ghana Muntie na Mansanya son at the Roko Fiaman Homene so ejiji tonton sansan e wo need 100.9 FM.
So back why and Sakano Chess or Mampini etu anamobi or Mampini Edi Bibia Baba Tuja. President Akufo-Addo nominates Justice Gertrude Tokonu as new Chief Justice. Akufo-Addo nominates Justice Gertrude Tokonu as new Chief Justice or new CJ. President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has nominated Gertrude Araba Esaba Tokonu, Justice of the Supreme Court, as the next Chief Justice of Ghana. A nomination is subject to approval by Parliament. When approved by Parliament, Justice Tokonu will replace Justice KWASI Enin Yeboah, who retires as Chief Justice on May 24 this year, when he reaches the mandatory retirement age of 70 for justices of the Supreme Court of Appeal and the Supreme Court. In a letter to the Council of State, President Akufo-Addo said Justice Tokonu, who has been coached on the Supreme Court for the last 4 years and has been a member of the Judiciary for the last 19 years, is duly qualified and eminently fit to discharge the functions of Chief Justice. End of quote.
Abusiafo tiawa ya KWASI kan ye etie muane se Ghana mampeni His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo abo Mame Gertrude Esaba Tokonu edin se ono na ombeye Chief Justice for kra odi Gertrude Araba Esaba Tokonu ono na oye ni Chief Justice ewo Ghana ha imra sebejafo no wo mo sha nim kwan se wo mo bete no atu na se ye dinu tumu a na taso wo ba be sha Justice KWASI Enin Yeboah anamu ya wɔkɔ retirement bɛɛ dɛ ɛtɔ so aduonu nan na kyerɛ sɛ retirement age ankasa a ɛyɛ 70 years no na wanya ɔno sɛ wɔyɛ justice ano a wɔ appeal court a wɔsa ɛkɔ supreme court na saa krataa yi amampanin de pie yɛn ɔde bi akɔma council of state sɛ nipa a mabɔ ne din sɛ ɔmmra mmɛyɛ a supreme court justice ayɛ saa maame ya
Supreme Court Justice, Dada.
Justice.
Chief Justice.
Chief Justice. That's why a member Judiciary. Yeah, 19 years. Yeah, why yeah, demand to qualify. That would it. Yeah. Justice Tokunu. Ebaba be ye wo ba wo tosumi ta wo yabako semua. Aba be ye Chief Justice ya. Ono ana wo tietia. Amitie dora wudu anem ojina ana maame sofa ya kufu anemu wono beka ho a wo ba ba ye de otoso yanei Gertrude Araba is ya ofin.
So, a bit about the profile of Justice Gertrude Tokonu. Gertrude Araba Isaba Tokonu, born 11 September 1962. The Ghanaian judge, she was nominated to the Supreme Court in November 2019 and received parliamentary approval in December 2019. She was sworn in on 17 December 2019. She's been on the bench of Ghana since 2004 and was appointed a Supreme Court judge in 2019. She was one of the first justices of the Commercial Division of the High Court and has been active in the core reform agenda and activities of the Judiciary and Judicial Service of Ghana since 2005.
Abusuafoɔ no ho abakɔsɛm kakra wɔde Gertrude Araba is atoko yɛwɔ no September da ɛtɔ so na wɔne ne deɛ no yɛ 1982 wɔyɛ Ghana judge yɛbɔ ne din sɛ ɔnkɔ Supreme Court ɔnkɔyɛ bafoɔ panin wɔ hɔnom November 2019 amrase bɛgyafo umu one in our bench in squat 2000 and walk Supreme Court judge 20 or a first justice here for Commercial Division High Court to to match a pa 2005 afe baby I will go school about Andrew went.
Early life education and education. Gertrude Tokonu hails from Winneba in the central region of Ghana. She attended Wesley Girls High School, where she obtained her ordinary level certificate, and Achimota School for her advanced level certificate. She's an alumni of the University of Ghana and graduated from the Ghana School of Law in 1986. In 2001, she obtained a postgraduate diploma in international law and organization from the International Institute of Social Studies, ISS, as part of Erasmus University in the Netherlands. In 2011, she graduated from Golden Gate University, USA, with an LLM in intellectual property law. Proud to joining Fuga & Co., a law firm in Accra, as an associate, Justice Tokonu worked as a volunteer at the FIDA Legal Aid Service and did an internship with Nabarro Nathanson in London. She returned to the firm Fuga & Co. in 1994 to become a director. In January 1997, she co-founded Sozo Law Consult, where she worked as managing partner until 14th May 2004, where she was appointed a justice of the High Court of Ghana. She worked as a High Court judge until October 2012, when she was elevated to the Court of Appeal. Justice Tokonu was nominated to the Supreme Court of Ghana in November 2019. He was sworn into office on 11th December 2019.
Abusuafoɔ Gertrude Tokonu efiri Winneba Winneba ona of no wɔ mfimfini mantemu na aside that no ɔkɔ Wesley Girls Senior High School wɔna ɔkɔ secondary school owie ya apɛ ɛna yɛfrɛ ne sɛ onya ordinary level certificate and wɔkɔɔ Atimote School ɛwɔ no wɔkɔnya advanced level certificate. From there ɛna wɔkɔɔ University of Ghana and wɔ graduate yɛ Ghana School of Law ɛno yɛ 1986. 2001 and wɔnya postgraduate diploma National Law and Organizational and no every International Institute of School Studies ISS. Na wɔka Erasmus University Netherlands 2011 and were graduate here every Golden Gate University USA and wɔnya LLM near intellectual property law and wɔbɛgya ne Efugo and Co and no ya law firm wa na ɛwɔ nkran hanom sei ya wɔn yɛ associate after Justice Toko no saa yɛ adwuma ɛne yɛ volunteer wɔtu no ho kyɛɛ ɛwɔ Federal Legal Aid Service and wɔyɛ internship nso ɛwɔ Naboro Natansen wɔ London and wɔ saa baayɛ say wɔbaayɛ no Ugo and Co 1994 and wɔbɛyɛ director January 1997 no ɛna wɔne obi ka bo mu fande Sozo Law Consult a ɔyɛ atuma wɔ no sɛ managing partner ɛde kɔsi 14th May 2004 ɛna yɛ appointing sɛ ɔnkɔyɛ justice wɔ High Court of Ghana once wɔyɛ atuma saa High Court judge ya ɛde kɔsi 2012 ansa na yɛpagya no ɛde na kɔ appeal Court of Appeal ɛna wɔyɛ atuma until November 2019 and your bone didn't say fair dear won't Supreme Court.
That's Cobra, Mammy, and call Manoso, Nana Obribuahin, a year, Emrenimni, Yenin Komokaka, Nana, that's him, Wakaba Banit FM Sonopi. So, in Yababeto Ja, Mampini, the new Chief Justice, Oba, get to talk on you, Etose.
Oh, normally, what to say lawyers? I am a professional, ethical, and fair. Oh, we will condemn you. Because the position is that, oh, what do people to be? No, what partner, Marano? Oh, what the Supreme Court to be? That's a enemy. It was Supreme. So that Supreme Court George George, then Supreme Court George I just want to Maranum. Now, so they you that they keep that how the money come, money young, more piaful. So they you, sir. Mampanyabo would didn't know keke. And some who call our parliament at also to the Becca more piaful, money young, money come, fata, what share, while when who come for anyone, Oma come for anyone. Ma, wash a by anyone. The bill free, wash a by anyone. I mean, some confront. So let to be another for a people, another do a person. Also,
and I'm a super meet you.
And I also kind of judgment what you say, judgment, the Asian. So, practicing by yourself, the boy, one man. Now, when you're beating command, what can kiss? What can we? So, come on, baby, I mean, the kind of the what of a picky? Solomon Band versus Malcolm. Solomon Band versus Malcolm. They do crown kind. And yet, my judgment, they are coming. Nothing just say. That is what we do. Solomon Band versus Malcolm. Practicing lawyers, because what kind of motive versus Virginia? Oh, a good father. Nanka president in the papa. This is what kind of content and a prohibition? We got question you. Why not one authority? For the question, Kulendi, they are not ordinary Canada, Japan, Canada, Japan. We see here, a quiet content to be to my also correct. Ebi wa abeka say abatuo person ko register. So the person may register. If the case a mu odu. Ore Canada. That is the electoral commission. So why am I because one year? No my all a dinner. So what is it lawyer to do? Yes, to see case to go ehwam. Ebi abere case to procedure near knowledge. Sambenso. Oh, for sure. Who am I? And the something. Who am I okay to do answer? This is the chief person. The person between him, the person between him, the authority. All of what I have told. Broken. Yes, you know. This is the police that is Bobby. MONTIE, someone the drug. So you have a lot of cases. Sometimes it can be a high condition. Yeah, me case. A capacity. Oh, capacity. So like that is Robbery Francis. The judgment is now, or the man commands them. I can even cite you one. That is Robbery Francis. When is the issue of capacity? Or yeah, you know, command. Aha. It means we just me talk to you now. I could be so busy of that should be said. Then the CBC case, you know. But you correct. For Kumasi, there's a Taruna Bashu. Robbery Francis. July 2020. Kumasi. Sana ya taya no. Me ko yeke sibiu. Na wacha. Na meka. Ole ko hwe. Nta bi ni radio no. Ba ko bi ya jese yeta ye kotokuro pa di kita. And that Supreme Court judgment. Me can say that that's way a court of appeal judgment. Solomon Bond versus Pepper. Ukraine, aviation. Some of the judgments, the Kenya. The TV can people think 9%. I have a property. Or I mean, not copy my way. I mean, not copy my. So she qualified on all force. No aspect. Or qualified. Oh, yeah, dear. About no more than. Now, I think I probably one. What are my judgments now? So, Brofo. But yes, lawyer from. Yeah, if I wait a Brofo. Of Brofo. I'm for the Brofo. The Brofo, I don't know him. No Brofo him. Okay, so that's it. That's what I'm making. So, honestly speaking, and in my candid opinion, maybe think I fight them myself before. I make us so. My media, name the one dance here. Mama name it. Oba, Monkasa Coco. The people be the do man. Mampany do my dance. And Mampany is a practicing lawyer. Other common council of it, meaning the budget. But the baby didn't want dance here. It's a better for parliament. Then we are practicing lawyer. I had to manage watch it. Even though she's my senior. I am a senior lawyer, American. I am a senior.
Yeah, but maybe so, Nana, is it a name and a or expect to say Ebiobabe because at the tail end yet the tea won't see a bimukra speculative omsio or Mampany, hey, Obabe ye Justice Kulendi and name some brain in your caca home. Is this a name and a bia Oshasoki? Well, Mifisa Wedi a do so.
Maybe I mentioned obey Supreme Court judge. Oh, mammy could be your papa. Oh, mammy could be your papa. We are never speculating. I mean, say that like the BBC. I know a minister for agriculture resigning, a minister for trade resigning. So, not this amount for the deliberation. So, some of these things, what you say, will be a speculator, or finger, the man for speculator. But let me give you legally, morally, every Supreme Court judge now is eligible to become the Chief Justice. The Constitution, my president is not quite, or never nominate. Until we do. Then the entire year is the president who can come out to tell us a safety. About that, the beer Timun carry, the beer can say, speculation. But the point is that President made. I think that knowledge, maybe me full knowledge from part, me little knowledge about him. She is good. She deserves to be there.
Okay. Now, yeah, THA, yeah, okay. So, yeah, not Chief Justice, ye, see, apart from say, be a better Juma Ben. Yeah, na mo cry lawyer for, na Titi will be a minkasa lawyer for. Yeah, na mo she be him say, well, mammy way baby who a certain reform say be answer cry be bad na be BBC. And na mo dear ye fru Gianni or me, and one say be a young Chief Justice. That's all.
I think your constitution, your formula, a do baby, and so Mama, Ebia, Ghana Bar Association, and the judges and magistrates association. That's so, but I am inclined to believe that. On the president of the minimum corporate, I'm sorry, corporate. On my mission, I am pension. I was there for primary school. But I am saying, that plan no me mean I need. So I don't club your own. So the upper primary school, back on half a check. The upper secondary school, back on. University, second. I put you on the bank to the dosia. Put you, but your question, the bank to the dosia. Put your name in prayer. Now, cool, I saw the crop for Kuram. The Baba young person, what moves away? I call you the Baba. So, President, the moment you be to a position of that nature, the bad double copper, special international security. Well, make us simple. They are not spirit, the Ghana Bar Association. Now, your leadership of Baby Sabe, and pay for the Bessia, Margana Yamasa. It is possible. It can be possible. And I know it is possible. But that position of you, and young I'm going to be Mampanini, nobody or Nanaba. And then it be up to one.
Okay.
Some you, Mr. Amika, say appointed regional minister, and I appointed MCA. The bureaucrat that could be the connection that you post to the Koya president. So some of these things about Bontina, what my young friend said, Mampanini, sorry, I'm okay, sir, I'm the number 700. No, I don't want to copa.
Okay.
No, I don't want to copa.
All right.
But the Sukono Doyle, young included the Mampanini himself. Brand checks about him. Well, what giving council and national security or my annual musical, the door musical.
All right.
The Hunabema BM, the Mapian.
Now, before me Jano Akoro, menu nisa we hun komo kakra. Yeah, Professor Frimpong Boateng report here about Tojo. Na nia titu. Nia titu na mpesa mi busa na aboa me ni metie for no ye. In fact, we pie kra. We pie fi studio saying interestingly. But my same busa na ye based on the fact Omampenya so ye presidency Eddie Krata release bi baba 2 ja efa Professor Frimpong Boateng report here by and just to quote the portion of ebi ampese mijina na me di asem bisa no okan a wo mu describe say Professor Boateng report at best no o metimi describe no as hearsay. So just I think that the last but 3 paragraphs will say indeed the allegations contained in the document are at best hearsay. Now honum say na me pese mi gina na mi bisa say minim say ebi a wate a wonte ya enra mrahye bedwani a oginama South die.
On the question.
Mpa just say
on the question.
Yeah. But my same so ni Bako Samoa ado. Na yeah. But my same bisano say okay presidency release ya me refer baby am quote or say here say utie Samoa do so mranim ni so say there's evidence. There's enough evidence. And untikra no mde akwa charge no. Baby a wujina simrenim ni eninya release the few presidents obey report who is yes it's just an hearsay. There's no evidence bia supporting it. Senator.
This I said we last week from Pop Watson the animal kind individuals be aka ho nsɛm matie bebree matie nanaya nanaya I watched matie nanaya ne ɔkan bebree matie Hughes John Hughes waka bebree matie abafo abronye also sompa waka bebree matie mo amo matie di pa mi no anam na yam ko tikafia matie no na matie upon command na reaction matie Gordon Asarbediako response atain doctor Professor Tom Watson response okatre to go from command say ni nkaso ikano samuel ni nkaso matia ni amandebe matia Watson Ramafakwa lawyer I'm a lawyer ne sambo then you na be me namfo that's my tia da bia better commercial ni na chino mara men kan share I will do the mission. Maybe on top of that, I knew one mission. My career master, my female name, never a couple. That's the Mr. William could see a pocket. No comment. No comment. Who come and trap your chin? No comment. Media, Mesha, Macram Cremasu, but a man can't share. Or probably talk about the mention of one. Oh, my one for. So I never said to you or Takradi, a bigger film. What I want can't see, but I mean can't share. What I can be, but I mean can't share. What is a girl? Let me repeat it on issue in the main allegations and counter allegations, issues of hearsay evidence, my name can't share. Magdalene, the question.
And are they decision reason necessary for this decision? Oh, of course. I mean, all right. Say, be our kasa on kasa, but nya me pese mi hu ni say nana obiribu ahia me nimu nana baby I know kasa o kire wa adwi in fact eto de bi kra ye wie kra nsem bi ho no membusa wa tim na we dia wa mama nka bi ezi se we no hu ni say yes asem we no ebu aka mo simti enti na wo pese wo be kasa ho no
ebu aka mo simti bra me nka ya o ebu aka mo
se bia wo hwe say asem the way o see can fa ban ho MPP enkoye MONTIE and me kwa kan wan hwi anu makotie bi mu na so
mera men ka hwie ma hu agene mera men ka be me se men ka hwe mera men ka hwe apani na paso men ka hwe
ati me da se nana
nso me da se what mera men ka hwe kana ba bo se
amasa for kuma jesi no asire
radio ahụ dị ọhụrụ sọrọ mara men kashi ogo to na asa wa fufu okura mani bia mara men kashi
enti yenye ntum se bibia no kre won
oh bi si da bi o mara men kashi
medase nana na mi sure I love you. Why? Very interesting. Interesting. Very interesting.
Ghana Montie, Ghana Montie, Ghana Montie, Ghana Montie.
Oh, there's some papa. Cassia bo. Kowaka temunsa. Amaya se. Kwesi ABOAGYE.
Onye yimu. Nukuretrodo. Kamadine kamadine bo.
Nitafe.
Mumayentie. KWASI ABOAGYE 100.9.
KWASI Monkwe.
My member studio no hanum say na ya to aso de bon krata no komo no bi boa me
Yo, darling boy, me that say. Na I was for daily guide the Obokrata Kitamism Catafont me and San Enim. Na no power bomb and Posi Inspector Ahmed Chumesi. Ya busuafo beto dwa se na wotwe atwamu ne nkanchimani aba baby a friend ma adwoa ene yeso okọ friend na adwo ene ni kodi nkom obi nim de ba ye ene se posini atutuo pepe edi ku ababa wa ya na posifuo woku ni wie ye no wakwa akote ena posifuo aduadue mu a ena wonom akwa akwachi no na enchiremu kakra enra wo mu call asokọ mampon district court tena ase wa asem ne so wo mu echiremu ne se wo sikrachi yede ne sobuo nyina bo no kwadubofo gina apaso se ampani ampa ne nuane ampa no awura na wawuo ya ma adwoa no ne nua frɛ no sapon ene ba wo mo na so bebo amane se wo ne nua ba ya bo ne tuo ewo adum na ye wowura bi efra ne taako a woye posini ena wadi ensamone ne sanse wadansini a wohunu ye no esi ababa no ewuo no de no wotiam se taako enkumi ebomituo taako enkumi enti so mu nim nipa a wode taako de a ene ne enkohwehwe no omduadua mu no eye posini ne nti obeyi o masotim ena ACP Black Body esi omto aso ye nhwehwemu enti ene CCTV cameras e won potam ho na womu ekotena akire ekwaje ho evidence kwhweye womu kwhweye no na mpaniampa eye yewura amatwumasi ena taa na dwobre no okofra ababa awa no ene ni bedi nkomo a wobo ni tuo yasi wo mai post adwuma no wo SWAT unit ewa asante mantemu hon wodi ni dwuma enti tuo na wode bo ababa awa Victoria dapa ya yebo ni di obi anim ni so wode ma adwoa no eye etu a posifo de ama ne se wonfa mo enkwane ajapade ho ban na wodi kun no na wo mo si ababa iwa no adamfo eye ma adwo adamfo ye frɛ ni Eunice enu onu posini ne fa ne so se akofrɛ ma adwo ama mnam ne nkasa enti posini na nkasa de no ofrɛ ma adwo na kyese nya de a ofi no enti o ma na adamfo ne frɛ no kyese na adamfo ne ka ho de a ma adwo abeba ene so oba ya wakunu afiri asase so na yede kwadu nyina bo ye wie ye na judge se atwumasi kwa soso de ne kan wo ye pese wukyirem adanse nyina atia wo eye de pa de ne ba wukyim a wudi sa anyambranfo sem ogina ho sa wo kasa afi court ntena court ti bie wanum na kasa na woni court na kasa ne ate de wo ka afedie obie na no a se an de si ya ne de ewo ni nya oni nyame nko a tese nyame nko a na betumi a na wasi ababa awa ne de ne kasi di mpem num na minim so oton de ne ma no oso oton de woni ho enna wode awade ne ka so de nsu ne ko free no o enna ma adwo ato obi a wode ne ka 5000 ya wo kwa akodan aka no ene se ma adwo asusu wontua ene tese wontua de ne ten frati asefo asase so ntua de sidi mpem num aji ababa awa ne nkwa afiri ne nsam ya enti court ahye se won san kwatwiri kukumu me ebusumi de etoso aduasa won besa akwa asam ne so asetena na kwadubofo ne aposifo a ewa asam ne hunyina anyemu hwehwemu yie na afei womo emfamra won pesu womu hunu se na wotonfo su bi na maadwo akoto obi a na apale du 5000 na ne mpra no ene wo ma ni sika ene wo kwa akwaje ese hunti na sidi mpunum so wagina so aboni tuo wo munya nhwehwemu aka ni nyina mfamra na court no enhu sade ode asem no ebefa nti inspector Tumasi Ahmed Tumasi ni awudi a wodi ye no enno a wono ne de kakra otimi ede tuwa en
na Democrat Ghanaian Times nso de aba no wo kire se eduada nso ye ni beje eduada ye holiday ye beti ahome
day
yenti enya Monday holiday ba akwa ato aso mienu ai Monday ye tem na ye holiday ana a Monday ya ebe nso asa ye holiday ye beti ye ni na eye May day jumayefo nyina ada yɛbɛkɔ akɔdi wɔ Upper East Regional Capital yɛ Bogatanga wɔn na ebe host national parade ya yɛ International Workers Day May Day celebration ta etuada na saa statement Secretary General Trade Union Congress Dr. Yaba ana wɔtrɛ sɛ mampanin na Nado Dankwa Akufo-Addo ɛne n'abɛde akyire His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia ana bɛyɛ special guest ɛwɔ saa dwumadie no ase na wɔtrɛ sɛ adwumayɛfoɔ nyinaa yiko all the working peoples of Ghana long live workers solidarity long live organized labor na organized labor adwumayɛfoɔ nkabom koi meda a yɛdi kan biara no yɛde gye yɛahome nti gye a yɛde gye yɛahome no yɛ reflect back ahyɛ adwuma a yɛyɛ sɛ adwuma a woyɛ wakatua sɛ fatawo a wala adwuma no a womma wɔba nso a wɔmma ntɛm ɔno so kora na ɛbɛpɔ ntɛm saa nkɔɔfoɔ no nso na pɛ sika ntɛm wosome nso mpo no wɔ obisa sɛ akatua na akotom ɛna ebinom so wɔ hɔnom a wɔn yiri wɔn ho yɛ adwuma papa ebi yɛ adwuma nte sɛ mpɔnkɔ akatua nso te sɛ a mogyeɛ yɛyɛ de asom wode mum yɛ amani asase kora mpo nipa bedite pa medite wode ayere ho yɛ de yɛbɛtumi ate wokɔ ɔsoro ahema mu a ɛwɔ kora deɛ saa yɛ se yɛ mmere o wo se mepɛ fufuo ne abɛnkwan woka yɛ ahwim na abɛsi w'anim mepɛ drink woka yɛ ahwim na abɛsi w'anim nti asase so deɛ yɛ ɔbrɛ ne amaneɛ ba mom yɛnyere yɛ ho nya adwuma daate etua ɛwɔ soro nti May daduada ɛyɛ holiday ayɛbɛkɔ akɔdi ɛwɔ Upper East Capital
yo na abusuafoɔ yɛntoa ensam no so ai ɛnɛ skofie du na atwa asɛm wedi aba na yɛwura Frimpong Boateng report ya wɔde kɔma Chief Justice sɛ nsi mampanyini so sɛ galamsey kon na ɔmo kono a entimi nko a sɛ yɛnsuo no sɛ de ahono kyɛ kane no kra yɛsi yɛ ho ɔha wɔ hɔ yɛkɔso ano no wɔsi mpanyimfoɔ ya na etuo mampanyini minister se wɔsi mampanyini ankasa kra fie akyi bi ɛdan ya mampanyini asiasi wɔ hɔ no wɔkɔ a wɔkɔ adwene ho ne garden ni mu yɛto pit wɔ hɔ ɛyɛ asa garden na wɔ hɔ bɛho aso obi asim wɔ hyase kukuru no otuba ne yɛ horo ɛsoso mampanyina yɛ sɛ deɛ wɔn hunu yɛ ɛso onim sɛ pit wɔ ne garden nim garden akyi hɔ a yɛto pit wɔ hɔ a yɛtu gala ɛwɔ mu ɛyɛ na Nado Dankwa Akufo-Addo asɛm ne yɛkan yi o pit so wɔ ɔno ankasa ne garden mu wɔ kyɛ bi enti no galamsey no nyɛ te sɛ wɔn mu nim ho hwee ne yɛnhu nipa a wɔn mu yɛ wɔn mu hu nti mampanyin ani ase pɛɛ bi wɔ hɔ nso ano wɔn tibi nka ho asɛm ɛno na MPP foɔ te ya na wɔn atwerɛ krataa de aba afiri Abuakwa South Constituency Secretary Julius Ochire ɛne Communication Officer Alex Nyako Echampon ɛde abɛto gya sɛ nya no kra yɛntu gala bia wɔ mampanyin garden ho baabia nya no kra mo bakyɛ bia hwe ni hɔ no mo ɛte saa bibia ni hɔ ɛte saa nti nsɛm na ɛwɔ yɛwura Frimpong Boateng report ni mu de fa galamsey wo mu etuo ɛne mampanyini nhwehwɛmu a wɔyɛ wɔ ho sɛdeɛ yɛbɛhu nsɛmɔnidifoɔ ne atuo maseɛ no ɔkyerɛ sɛ papa ne nsɛm ne nyinaa ɛnyɛ nokorɛ enti sɛ deɛ MPP amanyokuo di aba abɛto edwane no abena bɛdɛ no waka saa atoma
abusuafoɔ deɛ mede toa so ɛyɛ the Herald bɔkrataa no a ɔde kane mampani His Excellency John Dramani Mahama mfoni abɛtoa oguso a ne campaign tɔɔ no ya wɔde kɔpie mu wɔ Western North Region na ɛhɔ na wɔka kyerɛ delegate ne sɛ ɛyɛ wɔn anim sɛm dada May da ɛtɔ so edumiɛnsa no koraa ɛnkyɛ na duru hɔ NDC foɔ kɔto aba akɔyi flagbearer to no a wɔn kɔto no wɔn ntoma no bum ɛnyɛ sɛ bi ayɛ kɔkan no baako wei yɛhwie gu hɔ yɔɔ ɛsiane sɛ Dia wire be pen your friend I boafo. Obetumi aye. Ebra no ye mampeni wo Ghana. Ade paneton ho. Awene pankasa. Ono tontamani mahama na. Eniama wa yama Ghana say. Okaso obubodi a ono anyaso obabubodi. Ayamani musam dada. Osesa Ghana na asetire mu eye. Na nipa nkwa hunyehia mu tese na yi a. Obi kura enyaso obahimu ansa watafre. Ahokyere pa ekum kototo ahwea so ene ne na emu na ade akura mampani na na ado aya ama Ghana fo asetire mu aya ya aye koko akuafo enne kɔhye koko but at first koko akuani asetire mu what enne koko akuafo yi ahia wo mu ama koko adwuma no kura nyi wo mu akɔnɔ bio enti ene obi kura aba so wo pe ba bi etu galam so wo se munkotwa koko no ntum na muntum galam se because okoyi first no uto ya pe etua woka ya sade ubo no so aka ho enne ye beto kokwa ayese ya aba kwajiska aba diska be ya bosumi manim do na wo musika no boten no kura maye bonus ho asem kura de nyanka wotumi to fertilizer edema kokwa akuafo se munye fertilizer eye free mampani ba ya pe fertilizer na ya tura wo se not for sale no na wo ton ebi nso okopark gu baabi ama ni nyina sai me tam ni nyina akotogu atira so wonwene kokwa akuafo ho ebre so okoi na ye tum ebo okosoro na ye tum ma mampani die ba ye wa ya ne se habo gate ne bie denden untumi kura mpo kokwa ye ntum kura nkosoro kokwa akuafo obre western north way on reject MPP amanyoko na muntu abanfama NDC dance wo mu na adwene kokko akuafo ho a wotane mfoni ade abet
na ye ba bi wie de bonkrata ba se nia osi kan we no na e me de fertilizer
fertilizer
ma fia se ma rehearse be ye wo hansa na me bo no fertilizer
fertilizer
fertilizer. You are see pronounce no one here. You can't spell ya. Obe spelling wrongly.
NFATA.
Also, over kwesi adia no say eya wo. Asa from emu a. Ana o dan no a obre o. I say yenya ona sa time no. O mu di bi kɔ ye ko afuom. Ntime nana no wabeka se monfa fertilizer no ngu kotokuo no mu.
Okay. Yeah. Nti nana no ama wa se wo no.
Fertilizer. Na aka.
Oh, nana so amboae, nana amboae.
Otina no ka no. Ne kwabra. Ise nana ni o. Fertilizer.
O kan say anya o de wo.
Kwesi tisa menya abotre. Say what kind of fufuro say no. Asesa no a temidru wa.
But you break kakra bi. Esa ultimate flow.
Good. But well,
okay, what kind of fertilizer?
For baby.
Now say na wood.
Okay.
Obi a wa craft fertilizer aba ya kire ho not for sale. Amoto.
Ankasalo.
Eno dey say o tu say ye ha no mo say dey esi o. Ya ha dey esi pa. Yeah, not for sale. Yeah.
But near.
Yeah, people mfi ho. Sa near the ba. Opa on to akọ.
Ya koka o musa o de mekuafo no mu abuse.
Opa on to akọ.
Nti ya ne aye ton.
Ya be ton ama. Not for sale.
Fertilizer.
Yeah. A fertilizer is not for sale. But we'll sell it for you. Sell it to you as a matter of fact.
Over kwesi wadawruma. Ayi ochine osagefo amoto oforipe. The fear the krata aba.
Okay.
And what say tametre ni nyo no na ton ye. Debi.
Amansi e honum si ase de ade. Aje amana si ase fa.
Yeah. Ayi wo hene no a wawuo no. The late chief. Na Samoa dakwa and what on ye. I want that to my invest. But I will walk quiet at filling station also. And Tina crampo dear, Onumpono, or ya dear to the say, Omu 3 1 woman 2 Omunya baby. Omunya baby. And I am an animal po. To me, ma na animal don't pay soon wabonting. As I wapo. The Womba Frawa Sama Dusi.
Really?
Hey, overquesi.
Umbefre.
Say,
oh, yes, but you won't.
Umbefre, more.
Sama do you my Womba Frau say, Saman to Abrabe you one. I.
That was spirit.
Hey, overquesi. So, what cemetery? Now, go to because I
don't casani the 2 hours. O cockran will baby.
Yes, I number flows is here, Sabra be you. Who conswa as some are done your quiet maybe. I will cry woman.
Now, my friend, I say, I'm saying Jammy Quanameba.
I see a corner would defy woman.
Namidi be more.
Would it be more? The Bema watching.
This is not fair.
And yet, aha, and your fair Nintina Okaya. The Buamen say. Thought they be to me who no pass say. Yan sama fogo as sama do.
And yes, we can
so open one some way. The more ye in ya, the CB bidding some.
And just I quite say only one cocker comfort.
I academy of a question late or henno or no nothing what ya sissy ya can an animal friend. But into a teen in Umpono
and you GD
of a question what teen on any mamma.
There be me say or my friend I'm
of a question and your ma
okay.
That near mano, I will a traditional belief.
And then I know a good I mean, you see, a memory be as well more. Yeah, if you ask me, so me, I'm all of you. Sure, mamma.
Oh, my,
you
are damn young. How, sir, Mamma fan and someone near grow. Oh, that your twins after a while won't quite call. Yo, ya twins after a while, Cassa winning me, Uncle Aqua.
When Casso here presenter be back in kind. Men quite retire so production.
There be men quite retire more tree, Uncle Aqua.
Okay, say, being presenter back, Brahma, Mamma, family, no better. Or Baba Chile, tree, Mamma.
Uncle Aqua. Hey, amambra sasa muyano. Amo tutunase.
Amanye.
Na wunim COVID the next in some way see. Would be abedia yansama say.
Beda say ye did a bonkrata and ye see ama sapon kuma jesi kwabnama for medal ma say me penny for transiani na say ye din komo kojo siama do social policy and governance analyst and Awa Mohammed also of the MPP communication team and Honorable Daniel Kwesi Ashaman and this is from a member of parliament in penny for transiani pay studio man say na ye din komo na ya hwe nsem I hold mami ntwa me hosia
I start my day with a glass of this way tea. That's why I listen to Neat FM.
Needs FM.
Hey, catch it. Listen here. And you ma beto to dia me baba no hwade no. Hwem so betumi a. Hey, asew. Hey, now beka. Ya jon to ma me duku portmanteau. This way chocolate drink. Na kan wo hwe afibian so beri ni waware ni a. This way chocolate drink. Na kan ya. Oh, asew. We dan kan no tumu ho. Me be mo anu so hye kura dia ka ho. Wo hwade a wapi ho. O ka se batete e da fom ho.
This way chocolate drink.
Crash up a baba worry.
Aso.
Ye fear said this way chocolate drink ya sorry no pan no yenum. Ye bishop free gymnum no snack. Ye nya ho ho anu ye de serve wo mo. Ye didi wie ne ye pebibia bogu ya de so a. This way chocolate drink ni yenum. And this way no ti anu a. He se kire wom, koko wom, prick wom, bibia wom. Ade wo hia ni so se.
This way chocolate drink.
De wo hia ani so se.
FDA ahwehwe se adwodie nkratoe mo agye atum se eye.
What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you flow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized feel different. Always think Special Ice Natural Mineral Water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Woodsie Oha Exi Ponkno. Needs FM.
Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie.
All this bo. Kasia bo. Kowaka Tawansa. Amaya se. Kasia Waye.
Onye yimu. Nukretrodo. Kamadine kamadine bo.
Nita fe.
Mayentie. Kasia Waje 100.9.
Kwesi Bonkwe.
Bia say, Mekai Abra ye buy na koko ejuma no ekoso. Afi bia yeto koko bo no so. Wodi koko konso a ehwo a na etua oka na e de bonus account ho. And then so the manifa bo no mra. Wo de fa betu da. Medase. Ezu. And then so the koko ejuma na say. What's the koko now the kwa? Yes, a busum mienu ni enyantua oka. Ezu. Enti ama ye koko ekuafo ni pi. E de koko ni pie. Ezu. Ama ye koko ekuafo ni pi. E de koko ni twa border e koko di bo akoton. Ezu. Ya breso na koko ekuafo ye ma omo fertilizer free of charge. And then so dem ibisa ekuafo ni bia omo so fertilizer no mo ntimi nto. Enti omo de fertilizer no omo ko enkuko bo eko prapra enkuko bo no no mo de abepete koko no ho. Enti bibia say Cocoa acquire near ye Cocoa Roads. Omo baye, omo ja ego, baby I drew ye, omo ja esio.
Montie Ghana Montie na mansanya so adawro Kofi Man homene so ejiji tonton sansan ewo neat 100.9 FM.
Mami mpanyinfo akwa aba na share your discussion ase anope kwadwo asiama do kwadwo atena ase social policy and governance expert Hanum say Samsona Awa Mohammed, a communication team member of the New Patriotic Party, and I understand on the way and I'm quite so honorable Daniel K. Shaman, that's Chris Shaman, the NDC former member of Parliament for Bwib and she honest with you. Akwa
hey Yegosu na mpomwe.
Yegosu. Yemo mtisende.
Epim koye nim. Kopon adom bi aboko.
Nice.
Na anopensu yemfa nchi akese. Leadership. Gertrude Araba Esaba Okunu.
Nice.
When you're the favor of the president, I would see me nominating to the highest office, Chief Justice. na sisi ankrata efi aban kesi mu de aba senti no I refer issue no de ama Council of State after Council of State so na ebeko parliament na won akwa toto na anu mu nsem na we the original women empowerment women empowerment no enu bi ni kosuku nyankopon adom kosuku na du baabi wobetimi ama opposition bi into more or less like decision making position on behalf of Obia Yangana nyina. Yes, congratulations, mame. Akupong adom. Obo adwuma. Say na young mame ofa kufunso ekoboy pepepe. Osha na yem papa ni betwa we no friend current chief justice. Anka yon no ya anka third in succession anka emia ebeye chief justice in. But we hope say going forward and so ebenya mmea more top hierarchy there on my Ghana say.
That's it. Mami ma wa so akwaba. Akwaba.
Ye nua.
Eni mama.
O nyame adom. Kakra. We dey that's it. List yes. Me so profile ma why or deserve. I have not really heard it. Again, you see, the local Supreme Court on Obi bia be nominating bia no qualified to be ebe na baso mano ababy Georgina Wood abaye and bayan so abaye and I say mostly mano yetimi say in a manifesto you can say ebe man 30
Kujusri, and I don't know why Kuju can't. Okay.
Empowerment, even in Parliament today.
Okay, MPP no.
So no, when you're politician, I was say even in Parliament today, we share a manner or more MP side now, more doors to change. I should tell you that indeed we give women fair opportunity.
Okay.
It me express or more. We wish you well. Now on to us, a boy Juma Sene. I think she's relatively young. With me. At least Ghana be a justice system. We say, and on the last bastion, we share executive, ya bastardizing, we share judiciary, your friends say parliament, that is the legislator. So ya bastardizing, but we need it. Omunya kaya ubia idea. On na integrity. Yeah, the sumia also.
Yeah. Now, 2019, remember now we're vetting of Parliament. Now we're Supreme Court, you know. Okawanga mostly oko Parliament through vetting committee. Either say obebanana in Kekaibi ewo and I saying sema obebi sa obi nebi oha enkoye and ebia previously no your past in Yamabi beba between chan wanema enkoye emma. Na say okonso ya in sema obeka akoke kanu so no etimi engineer public conversation on reforms, either on attitude as Ghanaians and as a legal reforms be. My many call vetting committee, you know. It was one of the key in Crawford what by now or sign reinforcing the credibility. Enti enyama ojetum, enyama legal, enyama ojetum ni experience in. She came out as a bright figure. Obiaka say no kware nekasemu obumu. Senia otu sebe senia oni madefa nyina kire se nokware 2019 no na osefata obeko na we vetin ye obabeko se ojetum na so converting ya kwazi ye bedimu ntintimang pa ebebamu pa ne beye LGBT insemsemi ya abasu ne legalization and say yentimi legalize no ye to so ebien enso ye the credibility and the image say na menu akan the opposition, the National Democratic Congress, bastardizing the judiciary over the past few years, as you say, was you know, will need trust to be a woman. I think, say, obetimi amma that confidence na supposedly, ekono, ebetimi ababiem, etimi akase no kware, eye nipa na edi nkomode. Mmra no so de entwenchia, se ekoma ekotia won so ya, ochina bi ubetimi anya ho bibi. And these are the various two key issues the credibility of the judiciary, the confidence supposedly are lost. And it's or yawo ni animutia opposition they are born for the past since 2000 oko lose election 2020 oko lose election up to now. Entini mi wo jidi e wo ma minimu sentino. Confidence president etimedi appointee no same confidence no so no obe exhibit e wo appointment committee.
May that say that's in painful amino pay studio no han say na yeah to adwen din komo your discussion segment on Ghana Montie ene wukuada ye April ni that also duonu nsia na yanko anim yanhye komo na ase yemfa Professor Frimpong Boateng report here about betodwe. I'm sure say edaso ankomo no daso eguso koso. One interesting bit is about Enra Amanyuku NDC IE and Central Fonshie and the things that Mshimu say to me koso. But just to refer you for Enoni and Komono teach you yedi jinaso anopeni ashe. Okay presidency release on the buy. Almost say sa Professor Frimpong Boateng reporting yen treating as yes say. At best you can call it. It means that Hadibikra Yemongu. Now Enra Mrashebe Jeni Aujama South Dai. Roxy Nelson Dafiamepo. I'm a lawyer for the Kratakwa down a Shraj. Shraj Jatu Momsi is woman because of Mobile. Now Utie and Semnoa, ne lawyer no the two Jano. Or no, if we say there's a strong evidence. A report now the Mayeno. So now there's the dichotomy of what I'm saying. At the end, why say much no evidence. Yen teaching us yes say. And the presidency, the Omu who said there's any evidence grabbed by the report. Here we are. Almost so the Aqua down charge and said there's some who said there's evidence. Why didn't share any so far and somewhere PP Fima bar me too, could you mention say views?
Was it now in your sign chair at TF now Mebo Professor Frimpong Boateng Abaso. My main cousin into Oyobia Ghana ha and African yebuno pam senior heart surgeon on the best started cardiothoracic center work it's all bia ebuno na me na me won akrampo saint no ode ne ho kodon politics seriously na me won e sign say emra so a kwasi e wasi yetimi nya experts in various fields and sectors of the economy. They will retire and probably die within those professions. Then we can salute them and say, or dedicate almost half of an abrabo to the service of media, to the service of finance or banking and finance, to the service of agriculture, to the service of health, and our politics, and our teaching, and any other sector, and our trade. BBR. ASR, your character, your personality, and then also the successes are what me are chalky over the past years. It will be eroded. And I said this somewhere. Some will appointed Prof as Minister of Science, Natural Resources in Ghana. This man wouldn't leave this position with his credibility intact. He wouldn't leave this position with his brand intact. It will be damaged because the setting that we have as Ghanaians, our political system, invariably will, in one way or the other, corrupt you because you are dealing with so many interest groups. The principles and values now you stand for as a professional over the past 20 years, over the past 30 years, what distinguishes you? A certain profession bimuno. Kasi sa who rap politics ma. Kasi no kware no kware ni. Eto de bia. Enia baby na nka wo gina ho for. Enia mebia na nka ye wo tan na nka wo beka seti ano. Esang se wo de wo ho akwakwo hyemu nti no. Obia interest is at play. You need to keep quiet. You need to succumb, and you can never be an ostrich, and you can never be an island. The same thing with PC appear for you, because you know PC appear for you story very well. And near maybe but very fine man. The report on Galamsey supposedly reports now what should because many opportunity akan report no ne andra metro piece bi or social media make her say it is an emotional reported speech hearsay what we aka ena mate ena matro na mmom ye nyina at least se wani abie kakra na se ne kwasi ene wie wo morning show na se waka say nti report through the producer through to programs manager ne ba wo ho ne se me frɛ esimesi time wo betro summary of ne anipa ne kan wo betro any interventions are yen a yebetena hanim nyina wo betro time a wo pick a course wo betro and these are evident. They can recall the program and they can see it. Okay, Professor Primpo bought a report in Australia. You see, I say obia kabibi na obia kwakosi obiso na maka I say into perception bi and ama escalating no obia nim say galamse rekoso obia nim say big works because enye kwasi aboagye oti hanim ya obi beka senti na kapre wahin for beti bi da kwakoto excavator no de akwakoye galamse obeti makoto champagne enye me ameti he ya me ni hwa meti obia nim say won a wo sika no wotumi yesa adwumadi we nyina enti se wo ba na se bia wo be project sa asem na it doesn't give sense fact and figures podin tinga wo boy no my evidence one registration document ko nya audio nya video substantiate your claims with evidences sentino no kware sa abangu na presidency a o claim sentino enkrofo wo hono ma wo yesa galamse nyina no wo bodin a now the actually sentino ni registration document from the lands commission ni ebia ya revoke license no but ofachi ekoye galamse ni biem ma evidence sentino on ne enkrofo mine e wo river we mu na nwe polity river no Ghana Water Company krampo akakoma on report. You see, but when you come and write and specifically speak on Kojo Ponkroma, the Kojo Ponkroma Ako Forest Hotel, Ako Ka, Ako Gada journalists, the B saying, they should gang up against Professor Frimpong Boateng. And because see, I am happy say, in this era of social media, no, Kojo Ponkroma at the sa date, okoi. Pictures I would take in no private newspaper association and the Bank of Ghana to train journalists on financial reporting. It's evident. It is there. It is his claim. Sentino Kojo Ponkroma organize journalists because hotel be just to go and indict him because he was the minister and he was the chairman for the Interministerial Committee on Illegal Mining, tax force. It was wrong. Secondly, I say our friend Kabi Asaroche Dako for was it one company be Akwako Kasi or a lawyer for them. Indeed, when you look at the legal practice, you see, who client in your assembly as a legal representative of that client, you call all the parties involved to indicate, say, I am the legal representative of so and so. And for that matter, what is the substance of the issue? Professor Frimpong Boateng didn't even give any evidence. How and why? My friends, Gabi, Ekache ni sentino niya oriyenu onjai. So on that one being said, it is wrong. I'm not saying say niya otro or report we should just say na Jubilee House we should just no. Yen mongu e broskoto yen fantu baby no. But all the issues that Professor Frimpong Boateng raised in the report, but see everybody is aware about it. With regards to illegal mining. What I see say he sought to do was to clean his image because apparently now he thought said the second term of His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo no onu betimi anya obetimi retain some ministry na so be obetimi anya another appointment. And for him not to be nominated and appointed again as a minister indicates because he failed. And to say, Kojo Ponkroma comes to cabinet and come and give a brief of the weekly media headlines and he indicated, 500 missing excavators. And he indicated, it was because of the wrongdoing of the Interministerial Committee. And Frimpong Boateng indicates, Kojo Ponkroma was speaking against him. Every cabinet with Niayaten, every information minister gives the rundown as to the week in Niakoso things that are said about the government that they need to remedy, things that they've said about the government that they need to continue. And this is not say somebody is chastising you, somebody is tarnishing your image. But see, this issue, I don't want civil society organizations, I don't want more particularly the NPP, the NDC to jump on it and say that we should be able to go and have Shraj should look into it. What is so evident enough, Shraj shouldn't look into it. Say pictures about Pra River, Brim River, and all these things that are going on. Has anybody written? Has any political party taken it upon itself to say, Shraj, go and look at all these things? To say, CID, go and look at all these things. Ghana Water Company, how much are you spending on the turbidity of the water to refine the water for us to drink? Has any civil society organization taken it up? And yet media. All right. But see, I've written a piece. I've written an article on the role of the media in the Stop Galamsey now. And I say I commend the media greatly for taking that initiative to say we are enlightening and broadening the issue of Galamsey. Now from Pomboatin Troy, Prof, with all due respect, and with his second reporter, and as a statement or the by and Akojo Ponkruma, Tamoba, and Akojo Ponkruma is 6 years or 4 years, and or Yaneba or Tosianang. But see, when you know is neither here nor there. His last statement to even tell Ghanaians, he said, he's only trying to play the saint and then also at the end of the day, the victim role. Say the NPP as a party, the government, the NPP as a government is victimizing him. But see, when we discuss national issues with emotions and sentiments like this, we are not going to go anywhere. And that is what the NDC is capitalizing on. But I would say, as an analyst, I would say it has failed from the beginning.
Kojo, mamema awa amrem na mintie no. Wow.
Yo, medase. Maminchia eti phone na nchia minu apeni a wade kan fire na enkasa medase pa for this opportunity. I think say the opening remarks no. Why must I go into in politics? I know what you say politics. We are not really we are almost known and say the people can say your friend say heart surgeon will be a penasem now or go into politics on him say and him beguase. How is it possible? That was what you said. Okay, so clarify.
The issue is that I'm saying it is high time we have people retiring and probably being called to glory within a specific sector of the economy.
But not politics.
No, I'm not saying not politics.
But you said why did he join politics?
No,
because I said
no. I said all the years that he has garnered, his credibility.
Yes.
When he entered politics, I said it will be tainted. And indeed, it has been tainted.
So whoever enters politics is a tainted person.
No. It can be a gang up. It can be deliberate. It can be the workings of his own thinking and his own doing. I'm not saying politics is evil.
Okay.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
His credibility as a surgeon is still intact.
No, I'm not saying that.
His credibility as a surgeon is still. Inti sebia nipa no a expert or fielder. These are the people who even need them in politics. We don't need any non-entity in politics.
Wow. Don't use the word non-entity. Who
use the non-entity? I've
not even said that, Crampo.
Because politics is a serious business. This governance.
And I'm sure you're betting your coin.
So Obi rise through the ranks. No be health minister. Obi rise through the ranks. No be environment minister. Obi a expert. No be environment minister. This is what we want. Not any non-entity. And I say, Papa Shua or better politics. Now, politics. That's the reason we say politics is a dirty game. Because there are a lot of dirty people in politics. So, Papa no person be president of Ghana. You know, Chirasa Anka. Your friend say, oh, yeah, expert a man and be president of Ghana. Or BB or Dibe Boa Maina, man and man because or a heart surgeon, until he should be celebrated as a heart surgeon. That's really that year no there. Don't really charge that path again. On a year, Professor, even before I come to that, it is so he mentioned somebody like what happened to him? He took a decision not to go to Parliament again. I've been hearing this from NDC propagandists. Say PC Approval was hounded. Why? Who hounded him? He contested primaries and won. Contested and won 3 times within MPP. What happened to him? Why na pamono? He didn't even lose primaries. Onwa ennamu and I say min kobium. Obi I fighting was MTN. Michael Tenyawunu in NDC. You brought Telabi to take him off. Because that time no also a opposing view. But PCF was left to almost all that he wanted to do. But Michael Tenyawunu, MTN. Mupamu ni free party because you brought Telabi to even take him off. That time Telabi Krane no kumasi. But you brought him say free what they be free because or higher on crime. That was how you were able to tame him. And PCF was given the role to operate to the extent that on one account, I mean, parliament view. Professor Pabna from Pomboaten, now a minister. What can say, ne na or Troy na, what can so face a lot of challenges. But I had wished say, Ankatama now a minister office challenges in was a watchery. And yet, Tama can renew the mandate as a minister. Essence will be a Juma despite media. Now, or a host of a morning show. Now, one a contract for 2 years. Contract national. Now, can renew contract. No, it was not. There were allegations say on Ukraine he was involved in Galamsey and so on. And I said the baby involved in Galamsey. Inti anunti yan renew. And that's what ye be before frone yan renew. Obetro report kasa na wa hana na nitiacha na producer we did obi attempt we say emma obi anhye danje. That's a point with Professor Frimpong. He has raised a lot of issues. Even though issues now raised, a lot of them were his personal. Ebi onwa na dwen ne se obi kohia ha ekoye meeting to oye san meeting no eno kire se na omo bastardize me didi matem. So enya ono kwa na ye adwuma no so. He worked with a lot of people, secretaries, with some ministers and so on. Ono omo antimi antena said this is the report that we want to write. Oye minister for 4 years. Facing challenges ni nyina no wantimi ambo obi amane wantimi antro report bi am obi a the beka say oye ono so ordinance for ade no and again wantimi anya no abetro reporter ohwe IMC na ye a creation of cabinet inti time bia na otro report ben otro cabinet ampa na obi ye bibi etia huna okono. He didn't write any report like that. He did not have any report like that or they call cabinet. Actually cabinet say fight na me ye no na we ya consider fight. But you can't say renew mandate there. In 2 months you were able to write 45 sent to a chief of we a way. The reporting and I say response by government his personal sentiment was one for evidence beer anti. He ran commentaries of what he perceived say happen here. This is what really means to me kind. If you muna a woman say bibi woman government ashe say ye the member CID no. The Gabi a lawyer ni. Na Gabi a lawyer ni for a company. A company no aba Gabi ho abeka say soldier for abesizi me equipment me wo documents na Gabi efa pre minister no ebisa no why will you allow them see documents also interfere with the work he does. Is even being fair to Gabi. Because lawyer bia o client beka bibi chirewa utie di obeka no na wa free nipa no enu nti na sometimes you even write so me mama lawyer for atro na lawyer na atro on the person's behalf Uyi eno a wakan na there is nowhere a wakan say Gabi Kurano akoye any interference was all koye no ofre no e ka kire ne say mate say what is the document equipment no omo document yeah e kire say omo. And unfortunately he was able to write it. Nipa na omuti e kire including Sami Jenfi aka say yen chip Professor Frimpong Boateng to me in 2020 no. The same people are saying that whatever Professor Frimpong Boateng has, Professor Frimpong Boateng say you destroy your water bodies in Yina. In the same report, Professor Frimpong Boateng say NDC4 endorse to change Ubia in the NDC4 na say. According to Professor Frimpong Boateng, in the same reporter, Mufaya Mudibeye 2 hours of press conference. Actually say your friend said, dear Frimpong Boateng, Professor Frimpong Boateng, can you na no kreno? Or say, omo beneficiaries can say NDC. Long term ania. Within 8 years, license are more demand, woman license bebre. To the extent that, yeah, come on, we are galamsey na NDC for those who change omo. We NDC niana. We NDC niana.
What doesn't mean say me NDC.
But what at the end of kind? In the report he mentioned the NDC for year a also change will be a. We NDC near tro a drew so an a rebuttal. That's all. It's the NDC for and I was saying yeah Professor Frimpong Boateng as NDC for a galam say yeah. I don't understand this. In the report was say omuya galam say NDC for na year because omu long term and omuya licenses bebre. All these are in the report. It's immediate. Because of Professor Frimpong Boateng in seminar or Troy, let's take cue from it. Say, oh yeah, Juma, no be servo as a consider. Or so otro edicoma penina or show Juma say. And no bema o credibility no ejina, and no bema o china be uber can sembia. No way correspondence aba. Na surgeon who ye the ultimate case say John Crano your friend say me ko gina baby ehia say John e can say wama licenses bebre. Meanwhile in the report o can say NDC for your licenses bebre omo time. So me there Professor Frimpong Boateng some na o kan no. Yemfa ne sa yemfa ma your friend say CID na omunye na omunye hwehwemu de ode koma Shiraj no Shiraj can invite him because in some na o kan no he ran only commentaries. After a was a now was substantiating some now kind because he mentioned a lot of people and they are also doing rebuttals to the extent that or can say your friend Professor Kwam and so the entire or Lusu primaries now or concessioner or 200,000 in a account. These are allegations are already so you'll be able to substantiate now actually baby at the end one in a account. So you should cooperate with the police. The police for atimi aye hwehwemu samate say Shiraj so say omo ebe ye hu hwehwemu it Shiraj so beti on cooperate with them and some now kan ni nyina no onko ka no ho no mo invite individuals no then something that will help us na do bibia to atimi atwa.
So in the report near Professor Boateng Frimpong Boateng can about NDC or see establishments who are members or sympathizers of the NDC because I was referring to that particular and I'm just reading that portion. It is well known in the small-scale mining circles that NDC members and sympathizers were well established in small-scale mining, especially in the western region. They acquired several concessions in mineral-rich areas during the long periods of NDC reign. They had the money and other resources to not only sponsor NDC candidates, but also support independent candidates in the supposedly stronghold of the NDC. This is what happened in Evacuation and Tarkwa constituencies. In the Wasa East district, former NDC minister, deputy minister, who is also MP for the Wasa East constituency, has been actively mining in the Subri forest for years. When MPP party officials complained and the army component of Operation Vanguard was withdrawn about 2 years to the 2020 elections, the NDC was given an advantage in terms of access to resources from mining. This is because there are far more NDC people engaged in illegal mining than MPP members in the region.
See, especially the Titirupa Western. Also, na galamsey bebre, but also omo edo suchen obia. This is what you read.
But if you tie the opening lines,
yes,
it's well known in the small scale mining circles that NDC members and sympathizers were well established in small scale mining. So the small scale mining, all kinds of more see a small scale mining organ.
Exactly. And America no say and non America.
Enti nyo kano.
Was it Nitirupa Western region?
No, but I'm saying I'm just saying say this small scale mining or kano. I refer to say NDC for no. Is it legitimate small scale mining no more ye? And they are illegitimate. Say illegal.
Illegitimate.
Legitimate.
But omona your friends small scale miners because galamsey stand banned. Galamsey is your friends illegitimate. But small scale miners na ye galamsey no.
Okay.
Because omo say sansio no. You say bia omo your friends they acquire the license but they will go ahead to destroy our water bodies.
May that say that wa Muhammad na mamima honorable Daniel Kwesi Ashaman, former member of parliament Boom about be do studio and say na minti ono so honorable.
Openi.
Akwaba.
Ya nya minti ma bedru.
Yeah, that's.
Nya minti ma bedru. Na nded de na challenge no na ke dozen say o. Me ba be hu mi nu akwe.
That's it.
Yo, Openi Kwesi. Eni mi nu anu me chia mu o. Me ba ni nyina na me tie mu nkomo. Na nkomo no e koso. Na mi su medikan abo ye mami enu na edi ametumi me bona basu say o mampanyi appoint o me na mo vet no be chief justice na e wo wi ase ni say e bi kafra obi betumi aye modi boni pa ekuani out me do ba o di sikan enye e di man so nkonkodo a friend na nipa o di sikan enye di man onu na ama na aye kwadwo the lawyers ni judges ni nyina okroma omo ye pa by the end of the day no the executive take a decision behind the scene efaniama bebreu to the extent say even the national security coordinator ye papa kandapa ebe campus say da bia ukoko to win ya wonko anye. It's a security threat nti enu ne afutu amede be ma no omra no mbe ye na ejuma oye ganani ye nyina ye beta ne chi but onhwe no ye ejuma no yie mane mbe ye ti say ye hu na temu a obu no ase ansipia na ansita ye mpe no sa bebia ye wo sese no ga no wo hie mu pa na nado ba omia ne MPP from brante ni mpenyu ti se minion mu nyina mu di yakọ ekam o mu di yakọ ekam ba mu gusu kasa Obenyi Kwesi ye free ho ma ye mbra report isu e de na ye fa ka fa report we su ese MPP for ni sympathizers for the MPP ehun say bisa hu say ba mu say na ya choro report ko to mampanyi table su 2 years one kan ho fi. Did you ask that question? That is the point. Ni interest ni die. So ese yen bi so mampanyi question. Adenti na ye di report we abrew. Infi mienu ni akoba say leak momo na report na leak ansa na ye kan. Meanwhile ye triauka. We Ghanaians we pay you the president. The only job Nisa you should protect and create a congenial environment for Ghanaians. Both farmers, business people to drive. That is all. Enunkwa went to me anye. Enukra went to me anye. In the report na likinu afena Professor Frimpomwati and I dear Professor Mate Krama who said onu na me hu onfonuma. O say nkan say Professor Bwati and Kapati asem say enye. You see these people who are leading us, they are hypocrites. Nya chufo. Onhiani ehun fani ho. Ekuani ehun fani ho. Omun koso no mumbre. For the past 6 years to 7 years, always MPP is at a defensive position. They be not defending. To me, any sector, MPP to me aye no your buy. Me na senso say kra omuhu one who video every Opon Kruma ni krum. Ana ni area. And no Professor Boatin is on tro. Or your Minister for Information when who say queer form one in Potemono or Massasino essay. When who say sure I essay. What are we talking about here? MPP for me and Guasia for pa. Very disgraceful party. What say your mind be beer? Why is the president keeping this report for 2 years? Why? Why? That is the common sense question. You leave Professor Frimpong Boati out. Into Professor Frimpong Boati, Eddie report to the Mompine or Mampeninu, a dear no kafahu. That through the chief of staff, and your chief of staff never.
Please don't. There was no address to any of the persons.
Please, disgraceful party people, stop talking. Move high. When you have your time, talk. Let me talk and let the public judge me. Come on. Insure, obidiba, wesu, wehu, insure. Kana insure. So the government of the day, the president of the day, you are the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. Adibia Sewo Krumhanu, you have to take care and remedy and control and let people have a congenial environment to work. Insure no say no MPP for me. Mudia say gold na hiamu. Madani gold racketeers and galamsey boys. Why? So we follow gold and destroy the environment. We follow gold and destroy the water bodies that our people have to drink. Me mami, me papa, me ofasi, me nya Ghana ni, okwa fum okodo bodie, okodo banchi, okodo baire. Insu obekwa akonu susunu MPP 40 akonja sunu insu no asai mu dware a mo betina radio station na mu defendi na ye defending sem fun na Ghana fo no omu yare a wan abanse no tua National Health Insurance kwa nya na minister ka kura se enye djuma biom enu na MPP 40 bom ho sahini. You couldn't even maintain that. The drones are lost now. Obenya Boaji, look at the number of ministries, sir. They are bring together to form the interministerial committee on what? Illegal mining. About 10. And the resource is 0. 10 ministries. Competent people. And it was hereby. 10 ministries were brought together, given a job, and the resource is 0. Some who can say NDC for money mu bebre. So what did Professor Frimpong Boati do? They call for what? People to come for interview. About 5,000 people. Almost screening your name is almost 1,300. Open your question. They are sifim sema me babeka. Minya uko driving license sa una utia uka. Obenu kwesi. Uji driving license sa utiaka. Uji passport utiaka. Enukra passport kra ko ja unim da obetu kwan o ba utianka. Ba Professor Frimpong Boati report e ka kire say nipa ya yi omu say yanya de ye interview omu na train omu no wasa akofa Ghana sika. Somebody who is going to mine gold no oniska. Wamasa akofa Ghana sika say we use it to train them. All expenses were borne by the government. This is corruption. Pure corruption. I just say, busy for crack or try social. Sabaya intervene omutia. SHS for omutia. University for omutia. Neighbor museo be go to gold. Nu yade ko fire sika adiko training. Now, what are the training objectives? That when you mine, you fill the what? The mines and the holes. And then you replant. And then you make sure you don't mine to water bodies. And you need training your come on open people. Training when I ye sika koma ediko training ya ko teacher mu say mu ko ye small scale miner mamu nya say o ma fa sika e dia mo mu lunch e bia akra mu da nwumre dinner breakfast o ma di o mu wie ya no mu ko wura mining site no o ma to amena agu ho o ma nkata so o ma say kokko afo o ma ko Insurance said, so what has been the value for money impact of the trading and the usage of our money?
Honorable Yenesia.
Okay. So what is the impact? You ask yourself. These are the people who have the audacity to be talking. They can make this simple analysis of the project that they have been given. In Sonu, they say, meanwhile, we've taken money to train you not to spoil the water or not to pollute the water. In Sonu, say, we take our money to train you not to destroy farms. Why destroy? We train you not to enter the forest reserve. 47 forest reserves were entered. What is the impact? Wanton dissipation of state money. Recklessness. With all that we are seeing, we don't need any video and evidence. Me brother Okasa. And then I offer photo. Na photos are when the government even call from Pombo to say photos are udi ba no ma family kona ko kire me baby a ntie bia no photo no efri Togo. Then deputy majority leader ya okofa Togo a sound winning picture say dia ba Ghana no. Nti nko mampenye se so ye because we have a condition president. Now who one ye omo mpanyifo Ghana fo muntie MPP mpanyifo na etu galamse nti na netwa no aye den. Mo ahu omo nyina omo pictures. Omo nyina din wo ho. Ye di pictures no di aba. Omo no mu tu galamse no. That is why it is not stopping and it is still continuing. Inti galamse enja ni nyina no na do ni na ban. Mpanyifo no. Omo no mu tu galamse. Muja Professor Frimpong Boati put the report aside and go to Ofuase Ayerebi. Na ko hwe mpotem ho se nsuo a enam ho no etisen. Na ko mia ye tu galamse say nsuo no etisen. If you didn't see and the water is clean, then you come and blame Professor Frimpong Boati. But if the water is dirty as we see it, then you don't have to blame him. Then you must blame Nanado and his government for recklessness.
That's it. That's it. That's Honorable Ashaiman and our team in kind. Empathy Honorable we am assuming Kasebi. Get your phone to me. Your baby we in common. Baby, your baby we in common. Police near our boat. The two. Your baby, could you? Yeah, for time no kakra we yeah in Chelsea na yeah sure so on this particular social issue yeah baba to honum say na ura studio na me kan say bi a say obi asem a kan say hey the man no so sha say so mo bo mema no to for cheating dia ne mema e be sa we asu
you wu Ghana
but so
ma tuo no enye tuo nkasa wo
I see.
Memo story kit we be and na me be wi.
Mate. But initially na be say okay well see we cheat ba no omo allegedly ni girlfriend and we cheat. But now from obema na ka say nenu masem court and no am dey call court. This is not me saying it. Onu no aka na asem say. Yeah no dey ka 5,000. Achina get no 5,000 in back. And then move and we abonu tui.
Emma Ebusian na meka chire won ze memba won ya akọ na won shedding na was a madwa no so or abofra eto a eze ondi fi num rampo ye ebeye ya wo se da chi bi wani bebie na ubenyin na wose o mami wi okwan a efa so a o mami wi ni esa akra na ma wakoma ye wo ya wasi uma yemfa yen adwinmu yare eye adekese wo manga na mu mental health na muma yen training nkrofo a wobetimi atnase ahwe nkrofo adwinmu won susui ne aworedwen ne awon ne ye ne ebetimi ama oman no abo ene nsem bebre keka ho na kwasi impo so bi de woka 5,000 cedis eno ne se wobetwituo na impenya sia ana report ne ba ne se impenya sia abonten pefemu nondu mrimu na odi tuo agina obia so wo berema wo a wo se wo yosrani na won atete wo enye se wo ye fresh recruit o enye se wo ye corporal enye se wo ye constable enye se wo ye sergeant o wo ye inspector Yesa wo police adwuma ni mu ache yie. Nti mmara no ene wo conduct de wo susui ne wo ne ye nyina no. E wo say timi depict the professionalism a. E wo say wo wo nyina no. Adanti ena bia wo hye uniform wo duty. Na wo kwakọ hia wa adamfo bi na wo kita tuo mpo. Eye Ghana police registered gun tuo na wo kita na de kwakọ hia sa nipa no. Kasi utie ni eba nyina ne se wo ye namfofo. Se namfofo se ne ati o se dango ene de eye won anwo asem. Na of that girl ni se opese on ni jai namfofo awowo no. Oberema ni so nte ase. Ema wo so ofre several times is opese hu no. Obia na amfa so ompese hu no. Enti no ofre ma adwea no na adamfo. Ka kire ni se frɛ wa adamfo. Ana won ne nkɔ hanom na meba behia mo wo ho. Kwasi tie o. Merikesi so aka se nnamfofo etode bia. Moma yemfa nnamfofo papa. Na sesa nodwofo konkon adum. Na se wadamfo afrɛ o. O se hia me wa ha. According to report ni wo fa erekasa no. Abayo no kompo yetwetwe ne hu se onkompo. No se o e madamfo na afrɛ me dia ene ma me nkɔ. Enu nti ni wodu honom no. Eno hu se na adamfo no ene inspector ejina ho. Yese na ye inspector na no peso hu no. Officer na no peso hu. Ye yinti. Eye no kware mo bia ma adamfo wa frɛ ma ba ye di nkomo. O ye CCTV footage na. Yese ye open space. Ana nkrofo retwamu wo honom nyina renantew je say edumude a very busy economic place. Mesre Ghana police service. Mesre meka ebi asida. Ami yen security services ni nyina mesre routine checkup. Yen hwe the mental status of officers ni bi. Because today bia ebinim conduct no odwen hu say na simesi ne wadi tuo ahye ne nsa se ombra no bebo meme ho ban ana se odi tuo ne rebo ne ho ban ene na busuafo ho ban ne asi no eye yawo ne asi no menjin se anto se onyankopon beto nsa afra me pese mete sa asem we mpo biem na nka me feel se Captain Mahama asem ye ti na no krampo ne kebe officers nsem ebesi a won wuo ne won nsem ne criminal issues beba na tripa ye osi owu nsu wa shama nsu asia beka na wensu police officer inspector papa mesre muma yen hwe yen namfofuye muma yen associate wisely enna nkitahudi bia wo ne obia wo bia ne se ye legal o se ye illegal o mesre wo hu bebre nya evidence niam bi ne unkita hodi a rekoso no senka waje ni 5000 nanka ebi ode ne ka nka ebi evidence wo se ntino osani ni momo ana oye bank transaction bi man ni say onfa nonkoye nya metini senka ebi abe 2 weeks time or 3 weeks time anka girl no orutu kwanga kora boshiri eni otamfo bonsama faso a waye nti abusuafo yamamo yako Ghana Police Service expedited Judiciary mepamucho memma we nya asem bi ebe kwakoda ho na yenkombra 30th yeba case management stage yehwe na was oberema no abranti no ni lawyer one per lawyer bi ma no na gidigidi anim ya momeyemfa na abusua ni nya closure na wontumi hu se won akoma aton yam na se yenkombra afi ba akwa afi abie mfi abie sate se Captain Mahama de dia akora esa na yaw ehinipa akomam
medase honorable Ashaiman into you
Ghana for ni nyina mra ya de ma sika say obi for obi sika odofu dada odofu kat enye police fon pa na fa se onfam nko mo mental onipa bia aso ajaji yeah politicians so ye ka ho because e to mre bia politicians here adi bia free to say where the peace like as I doing in the trip, and that is the problem we are facing. Inti misre enu dia 7 years, but a masusu no muntie a masusu niam bi omudi ye mema no omunjai tamre die oba bombodi na pejuma kakra bi na ye na ofese udi wa brabo di ye chacha mi wo number 1 number 2 number 3 wakwa ha e se niam ho akwa twi pa especially sika police no dia wanye ni ye kura e che say ya training no maybe for more than 6 months cry. Nti we are say we minia Cambodian say you control your temper. Temper control. Ehu hia papa. Ehu hia papa. On say papa no say wanu ni hu. Wanu ni hu. O say aka ni nyankopon. Nti wanu ni hu. Oba busi afo susu. Nti enisio right, enisio left. Obia esu. Me amiti akra me nim sister no. Ba me nim se. Mitumi na esi ya. Ya o. Papa say ubeti se uba unu. Enye yare na ekunu. Te onipa dasane a o di nchene. Eyituo ato ba ma na awu. Ebusi afo me mamu yakọ. Na ma bi susu kwesi nim ne ma bi ye. Oba bi ne kunu eti ho waware no. Papa yi fra brochire abagana. They've telecast this on Joy News. Abagana. Oba Ghana no enchena oba no afayefu 15 years ago. Yo, oba no fayefu no papa ofra brochire ba de so say ne yire a. Wa hwe akoda we up to 50 years. And I'm not knowing oba no onu ni be ma bi ewom. And a be ma no akwa brochire. Da bia omu kasa. Ena papa no anya a winning visa lottery akodura brochire. Oye okoye no ena wako regularize bibia aye paper ma gela papa we ya fra brochire ba first fi say oye ne ba no ena papa we ya wa brochire say onya visa lottery no wa befa oba nin akoda no omudru ho ansa na ni kunu a wo Ghana no say wa ba Ghana ahu say akoda no enye ne ba. Can you imagine what women can do? They don't use bullets, but this is atomic bomb. Omu jemu a ekum memma bebre. Memma they bullet to bullet, but enye I don't endorse on any of them. The pagana for chow. Mumma yentina odum. Mumma ye kro na yentina ye mind Ghana. Na aban susu emboye. Eche se ya media ni emesa kan say ebusia mamu yakop. Because there is nothing anybody can say to replace the lady. Baba, but emrano susu enhwe. Na only inspector no endi. Inspector no say why any hu history. History susu ye no history. Say ewo mu say emra makwan say ombetwi na so, omuntwi na so. E je so no ankaza agye atum say. Be bia duru de account no ni nyankopon. Nti anu no. Nyankopon so was ro. Ana was asiso. Oh baby. Okay.
But Emran so ebibio. But san Emran so tie. Because clearly but ultimate class okay. About to ye didn't be family no Maybe to our.
Yeah, I think say metis asem no way. Baby a wadru no onye recruit. Onye obi a ebi afi na wa join police nti onim. Ariser be inspect. We penny e police no. Na watimi atwetu okuno. Baakwa ni mmobo pa ya na danfo no. Your friend abonte. Because when him say the boyfriend na aba, your friend na onfa. Ena o say oba no ho say na friend mame. Ena o pie ya misunderstanding by ya o twi to no. It really it nearly happened to me at Debbie. Even in Accra here, me coffee no be a fence wall no. Na akwabigina anymore. Na we refu no say masa wo kwan. Na me be packing me car, me say masa wo kwan. O say o uni me na obo me din. Assume see my girlfriend what if you have apartment na we chire hono I hono what. And me say o okay. Na friend eh. So my friend my friend one fa me so me phone call off. Me gina ho hwe no say ene I was oh mama hwe say wo ho a ene me no call girl na dan nanim. The call unfortunately me one number. Your board dan one fee. Ene me phone number me dalia na me sa dum no. Because ene can say your friend say asa anko. Ene can say ene wonko. Ene wo pie two dan me buy no. Me twemu ana lady no epie no ka kire me say ejai but I can't stop you know. So an committee me every lady do amani ye ya. Akavanya samo. Because that time no wajano but he's stalking her. Tem bia no odi ne chi baby obefa bia. Eno na we ni e.
We how. The bia na dey know how.
Oh, the yeah ni say lady na say no. Oba ya o friend buy no. One friend boni bi so. Because of friend say bra oba no. According to lady no cry because police no efa lady no as the eyewitness because on the free girl na buy. O can say on no ekasa say o da so pe no. O say on pe no and o say okay me 5,000 I owe na for me. Please me ntua because me no want na che. Enti e be de na 5,000 me ntua. Enti me ntua meje. Na ebufu a o di issue too no. Say ne opani kan no. Your mental health is very important. Enye your friends say yi for nko a. Enye police for nko. But baby are very important a police ni. Only okuta too. At any point in time he can pull the trigger because any muha jine omo amujina any muha yai. Omo ya police for omukuta too. Say crowd the visibility nti ama omo titimoto so a omukuta too. It at any point in time obetimi apulu the trigger no. It is at least a bigger psychologist be matter me over time. Say police for no yenya a psychologist tembiano obe psyche omo app ne keka because they have a lot of relationship problems. Because say ono married now establishing no ho e Kumasi. The wife has establishing no na wo ye adwuma wo a na de no kwa kropon a wote ho I just a wife no besra no anase ono no eko eno kra no onya kwan nko e bia 1 day 2 days na okohu family na saba iti ama se omo relationship problems e ma no kra de omo ye worse enu nti na ama omo kra no behu se ya kunkum omo bebre e bi kra committee suicide iti anka yenya psychologist na omo psyche omo app kra iji se betimi aboa yen ya ma busuafo nyina yakọ ladies no so onu obitia ako unim se waware because me tie one of the your friends and commentaries no omo ye say lady nika say on ware no esan say o yere wo ma on ware na e de no woni no kotwe mpena. You see that's a problem because
stages the first stage need to secure but second one need to consecrate it. You can't consecrate it.
Our way ideal situation
me cramoni as a Muslim let him worry more than one and then ABOAGYE ese your ring no him say Wako register worry no ontimi worry even though I know a lot of people who are Christians who are because naturally the African is a polygamist. Because ABOAGYE una na area more than one. Nansen na say abba because I grew up in Ashanti. I was born bred in Ashanti. And penifo minim say omo well dibia no duduo na no.
But me na kofi apia. Me ni fi metro na minim say na area me na ABOAGYE wa
Okay, yes. So I think say your friend say ube worry no kwa dia. No you say o wayeri o ma. O say o hwe the relationship between you and him. So ekramoni na unu say obetima worry we be kan ho dia.
Yeah, but that's not to say sir.
Yeah, it's not really your friend only for.
No, that's not to say sir. The ceremony na be ono warrior bibi say nsu ntimi nsi
yes
because the bottom line me feel say enkomo no ye say bibi ba
say na say be happen wa
bibi ba kwan be na say fa so
we refi even ahaya abeka it happened ceremony oni oba bi o ware ne kan ho a second wife within 1 week she was shot dead
yeah
so it happens. It's just a human. But the American say, Obano, who say we
because say the TI I'm for to of course. I'm for to but does that mean does that mean say because ebi mama ebi cry more than 5,000
what 5,000
No, minimum be a organizer, one also 2 or no so ye. A man for by a bicycle, but pump up tank a crank crowd, one also I hear about Barney Jano. Which you also got you two. I've got you two. That is not the solution.
Economy no suka hu. Economy no suka hu. Say who 5 cities are.
Police here when you 5,000.
But I was saying, so we are paying. Na say wabo ba ho car. And no interest say you or your property say your friend saying or yeah because the dignity that she has, you know, she also gave it out. So say
but no crime say a man be so bo abo mema bi ho kapa wo so mo yede because a man na see any person agire say e bo ma a man so bo mema ho ka no
but when say kwesi have you realized a man are able to contain like they able to contain the pain no what is a woman man dey be reflect
omo psychiatric omo go so chen obia and a relationships nko of course omo they can't even contain no but you know make say the omo ye no sorry na aba omo ye a lot of counseling any your friends and your friends say antenna programs no aboa e man pa they are able to speak out only so oba there otimi kan asem a eboa ne kakra okwa sorry na your bompa ye ni na keka ho a ema at least at the end of
what I'm saying is say they don't go out physically.
They don't
yes, they one year physical. And next thing is open with it may affect the next relationship. That's true. Every day piano there are red flags the ladies looking out for. Into your very macro now conabra boom say and yet we intentions obey the baby bonnie brick. We ye baby pen on raise red flags or not but that's true. Women in general are very strong emotionally than men because if for a man just one night keke what me gino be anim no waka chose me mpe obiem me ni wagyan ne watimi atwetu a wode ye adwuma akora ne watimi de agu ne ho impenya 6 na so obia oberima ka choro bia sentino it is terrible so obia to me ka choro oberima say me ni wagyan na so obia no e okay na so tumi oberima tumi ka choro bia na so obia no ye okay na so okwa na so watimi edi ne ho so na ti watimi ahye ne dem asu na wapepa na edima betena wiase na so serewo de a and yeri kanyina ni say odo wo we e very dicey ene obi do ochina otanwo ene obi tanwo ochina odo momma yentimi hwese ne yebetimi manage odo ho nsem kafa ene anger management uyi obi na say onimi say ubufu obi wonu aka say me de mubufu a enye kura o mibufu ametumi fifa niam bi aye niam bi sanipa no obi o start kasansem ni nyina no e wo se busua nwani kono ho because any point in time bia kwasi ne bufu obetimi aye ade boni bia ebufu ne ba wo so a eye hye wo ye ne abaye wie pe na ohu ato let us live in harmony let us live in harmony rima kwadi mu a aye ya papa eniam merma komu owiase kwasi aye Merima betimi akum ne ho etimi ahwe obia bi na wa forget it. Me also ehwe merima ema anything can happen but let's know say whatever be the case life goes on. Carry yourself together, put yourself together and move on in life as simple as that.
Honorable Shama, last word.
Odo ede sinsi.
Udo Don't say who yiri abako. You can't opinion. Me can. Ne yiri wo fie no ne ni age. Time a odi girl we twi no ni age. As say hear that homework e wo fie.
Okay, tell wife say me ko fa oba fofo.
Say won to me kan kire no. Tie. Say won to me kan kire no.
Honorable say we there.
Say won to me minim ne antia me di close na. Say won to me kan kire na, especially so
we really are worse affected though.
You see, especially so mu won koda no. Say won to me kan kire wo yiri a. And because at the end of the day no, as say obi say ho question. Enye strade tinkwa na ese wo utrimo bisa won say what if ibaye no what will be the state of your children What if Bibi buy your wife? What if Bibi buy girl no nebusian for? If you ask yourself these questions, I will say to me answer. Then you know it is not a good business for you to. That is why I put it that way. Because life, abrabonu ye din wonana domrezu kra pa. So we must continue to love each other so that we can live together. Me die ne mesa kan ya papa. Na inspector no so no. They say one no. Na die na be me Daniel kwesi ahema me wa ha say me ntumi. E je say mra wo ho. Emra na sisu na wo emra no na edi tuo no edi maawo. Na wan use tuo no yie. E na mbe ma bisusu wo ho a. On say who to say wo girl no na opese obeji wo girl. Won say de no. Yeah. Was akoda da girl no. Because they say no say anhwe a e be ma fufuro bi na da girl ya shoot no. Nti ususu no ba emma susu doso. Yeah, statistics ni census we ni na. Emma dosu see here. Into them gusuna bisa. They say mini mba bebredi nkomo o say oni boy. Identity inspector no wantumi ahun we a oni obia. You should do the research and go forward with it. It is true. Say oni mba bebredi nkomo. They no grow oni boy. Grow oni they are there plenty. Gonna for. Yeah. There is nothing. But let us take good care of us. Joy day. Ena obrazo onu ya. Emma, my enjoy man, who waria, my entina ye yirinu kakra aden. The bia on se me ka say, kwesi agwaji say we there. Adentina we there kwesi. Adentina o ka chem say we there. Who ko ware oba, wuni no awo ma. Na o say we there. We there bia ni hobby. Wuni oba no kra mo won koda. And you have to take care of them. Do you know the person I fear in my life? The people I fear in my life are from God. Miracle means wrong to say. Because I hate my child to ask because of man why kati. Into baby say that the identity now yes sir. Now say uba bisa akosi.
Why did you do that? Yeah, why did you do that?
Yes.
Daddy, why did you do that?
Why did you do that? Into me na wana me check me home. Because I don't want such questions to come in my life. See your best friend. Ghana for and my man and banning in my into your home. Busa for ma.
Inkola no be a lusu ada. And I get on the mother. Just one incident.
And the wife husband.
The wife is Lusu husband.
Because a biana on Okran on Yejumabia, Papa Nation. It is saying no, I say problem.
Look at the people who have lost.
May that say, that's Honorable Daniel Shaima.
I'm going to name 9 terms right there, and now we need
Honorable Daniel Shaima, former member of Parliament for Buem. Awa Mohammed, a member of the communication team of the New Patriotic Party, and Kudresi Amado, Social Policy and Governance Analyst. And pay need Ghana MONTIE. Time to go. Today, Wednesday, it's midweek, so it's Entertainment Ghana up next. But for now, I sit down, come on, could you tell me at what time it's change me the bread? And I suffer Yefrema bankrupt. Nyami di hochiami kwesi ABOAGYE ni midi. I am grateful as always. Without you, couldn't have been a success.